Hello, gamers. I've come down with a case of the sicklies. It's nothing too serious, so don't worry. I always have to remember that, like, whenever I say I'm sick on the internet, I was like, oh my god, no, wait. Don't tell me, don't you do it. I was like, no, I'm just a little sickly, don't worry, okay? just a little under the weather. I'll be fine in like a day or two, alright? Hopefully. How are we doing, gamers? I've just been a bed blob for like the whole day. I kind of had to force myself to like get out of bed. But I've got no work done. I was hoping to get a lot done, but it is what it is. No, is that Arsenal the champions? What are you talking? Arsenal the champions? What, us? Us? What? I had no. We're champions. We're champions of England. What the fuck? I had no idea. You guys are telling me. What the fuck? That's insane. Listen, I've been let's just say it's been a very eventful couple of days, okay? Let's put it that way, gamers. Let's put it that way. I may or may not have made a trip to the armory, if you guys couldn't tell, and decided to spend some cash, if you guys can tell. I got the new scarf, which literally says which just to remind everyone, you know, just to remind everyone in the country for the next year who the champions of England are, okay? So don't worry about that. Even Zoran Mamdani, of course he was. He's one of ours. He's one of our own. He's one of our own, and he always has been. He always has been, gamers. I knew from the literally when he said he was an Arsenal fan, I'm just like, okay, but how much are you? And then when you like started talking about like the dark years of like the late 2010s, early 2020s, I was like, okay, do you know what? He's got enough ball knowledge to get into the club. He's got enough. Definitely enough. I love Warcraft. So do I. I love Arsenal, actually. If we're talking about things that we love, oh my god. How are we doing, though, chat? We're just gonna play some Mario Kart for a bit and chill, and then I'm just gonna go back to being a bed blob. Is that alright with you guys? Socialist and an Arsenal fan. That's oh man, you know, I mean, that's how it is. That's how it is, gamers. Also, I went to my mum's house to get all the stuff that my siblings got me for my birthday. So how's about I go quickly grab those from the other room, eh? To show off the last bits and bobs I got. See, here's the annoying thing about me when it comes to birthdays is that, like, I already get a lot. Like, if I want something, I just kind of buy it now. So I'm just like, I never know what to ask for. So I'm just like, so you ready for Saturday and Sunday? What do you think? Am I going like this to the fucking club? Like, what do you think I'm ready for? So my siblings all decided to get. Firstly, they got me a pop filter because this one's kind of running on empty, if I'm being honest. So I was just like, yeah, I could probably use any one of those. Let's see how this one fits. Oh, let me mute you guys actually. It's better already. It feels better already. Amazing. So that's one they got me, which is nice. I also asked for like another capture card because I'm just like, if I ever want to go, because like one thing that's really annoying is when I have to like move my whole setup. So if like if I want to stream from my living room, it's like I could do that. When I just want to mix it up, but I'm just like, I don't want to unplug and replug everything. It sounds the same. Well, it's not supposed to change how I sound. It's just how I spit into the microphone. It's not supposed to like get it all wet, you know, and ruin it. That's how it works. So I got another capture card, which is nice. And I decided to, I was like, you know what? If you guys want to buy me the games I've not been bothered to buy myself, then by all means, go ahead. And then they decided to do that. So now I got these 2 games. Don't know when I'll get around to them, but now I got them. So that's kind of cool. Oh, and an Arsenal wallet as well. Has the Arsenal logo there. So, and then obviously last but not least, if you guys can tell, this is this season's Arsenal shirt. This is what Ozzy got me. And I'm like, do you know what? This time I'm gonna get a player name on the back of my shirt because I normally never do. So I decided to get my boy Rice. If you guys can see, he's been my favorite player this season. So I decided to. I was like, do you know what? Put his name on the back of my shirt. And then last but not least, because he's a very generous man this year for some reason, he decided to get me 144 hertz gaming, guys. It's real. It's real now. Ole, ole, ole. Ole, ole, ole. We want it at Old Trafford. Stamford Bridge and White Hart Lane 2. We're make Arteta's army. We're Arsenal through and through. So I got one of those. I'm going to set that up later. So I'm enjoying the last of my 60 hertz gaming before it becomes obsolete and I want to die, basically. Because I'm only going to have one that's 144 hertz. So I imagine when I set this up, I'm immediately going to want to buy another one. So that's why I'm kind of hesitating to set up. But that's going to be a lot of fun, isn't it? It's going to be very fun. I can get rid of this shit monitor. Do you know the guy's Yoran? Can GP handle it? It can handle it, okay. Oh, it can. It can. It can. And if it doesn't, I'm upgrading the PC soon anyway, so don't worry about it. But so you're going to play the new Yoshi game. Hey guys, you want to play Mario Kart? Do some Mario Kart? You guys want to do some Mario Kart? Let's play some Mario Kart, huh? It'll be so much better. I'm excited. I'm excited. Discord? Alright, what have you guys done now? Let's have a quick look. Let's have a look. Of course we'll have a look. What's this? What's over here then? You're on your way to confront the people on the line? What's this? Oh, SMB 164 key task, but first person. Shit. Is that Panic? Is Panic still? He's still doing crazy things, huh? Crazy work. Making a channel's identity that you're friends with other YouTubers. Peter's wife's cookies. Oh, because me and I think we were talking about that, weren't we? On the Tearsu reaction. The horror, the chapter 4. I think I've seen these, haven't I? The chapter 4 incident. Listen, I'm not looking at this, okay?
What the hell, man? It's crazy. That's fucking crazy, bro. Shit. What the fuck? That's great. That looks so fucking good, man. What the hell?
You guys, oh wait, what the hell is this? What the? Oh, it's one of those. It's another template thing, huh? Oh shit, okay, that's kind of, hang on, can I make one? Hang on. How do I make one? Okay, I got that. Wait, how do I make one? Am I dumb? Oh, select the text above. Oh, okay, my bad. Stupid me. Big Chungus. Big Tendo. Oh hell yeah. Oh hell yeah. That's my game right there. That's my company right there. That's my favorite company ever made. What have we got? Hang on, let's do Champions of England. We know we are. We know what we are. We know what we are. We know what we are. What the hell? Oh, is it a movie? I forgot that it plays movies. Okay, we get it. Are you sure? Are you sure? I'm gonna let you know now, DJ Ninja. You might as well leave the stream for. I can ban you for a month because this is gonna be. I hope this is the next month. I'm not gonna. This is at least a month before the World Cup starts. It's not gonna be a month, is it? When the World Cup starts, then you could be like, okay, we get it. So I can get rid of you now, just to spare you the trouble, okay? If that makes sense. If that makes sense. This is the next month, okay? Think about it, okay? Think about it long and hard. Let's just turn to the dark side. A month for you, okay? How about that? There's the collab with Abdullah Smash. I'm gonna ban you and then I'll unban you when the collab happens, okay? How about that? What the? Oh, I can. Okay. See, I know. See, this is the thing. It's like whenever Orion Starlight says, "Oh, there's more," it's like, "Oh, you're waiting for me to look at the thing that you." Okay, got it. Okay. I just been in the back of my mind, but now I've made it something I deem worthy of being the main man's ace. It looks scary in the dark, but I assure you it's very friendly. Wait, what's this? What could this possibly be? Mega Emolga? Could be. Huh. Curious. Very curious. Look at the Megastone. It's probably Mega Emolga, isn't it? Probably is. It's a Mega Emolga. Oh my god. He's gonna become one with the dark side. Let's do a game. Let's play some Mario Kart. Let's see if I can win the league on Mario Kart today. Join up, gamers. Join up. Oh, is that Vancouver Velocity? Oh, hell yeah. Once again, you can't join. Oh, I did it on purpose, by the way. I did it on purpose. I knew you won't be able to join us today. Ba, ba, ba. Should we play the same characters? I mean, if you guys want to play Kongdor, I'm rocking Kongdor today. On my streamer. Alright guys, I think we took way too long. We took way too long to join a lobby now. I'm very disappointed in this community now. That's Crabman Kongdor, but I've always been Kongdor pilled. It's like saying if the Crabman Cataquack pilled me, I'm like, no. I was pre-free reload, I finished it. It made me happy and sad at the same time. A good game, by the way. Amazing game. Alright, who am I bothering? Do you know what? Let's give Benjamin Major a call. Let's see if he wants to pick up. He hates me. You play Full Golden? Maybe. If the remake comes out in a year, then I'll probably just play the remake. Give me a listen. Don't want to. Play Mouse. I need to finish Mouse now. Because I've just been Persona 3 maxing for the last couple days. And yeah, I finally finished that, and I've all I gotta say is one ending. One ending, that's what I'll say to that game. The burn was slow, but once it starts flaming, you're not gonna be able to put out the flames, I'm telling you. Spit on Pocobia. I need to play that as well. Anything but the book. I mean, all fairness, I've heard the book game is actually... the Yoshi book game is actually alright. But... I don't know, I'm just not really interested, to be honest. I'm kind of embarrassed to play Yoshi in the Mysterious Book, you know? I'm just kind of embarrassed. I don't want the hood thinking weird of me, you know? Nice fit. You like the fit? Oh, shit, crazy. Oh my god, yeah? Would you say it's a league-winning fit by any chance? I'd say so, personally. That's just me, though. I'll take 14th. I don't like how babyish the Yoshi series is. See, I don't mind it being like babyish, but I'm just like, I'm just not really that interested in it. There's nothing about it that's kind of like gripped me from what I've seen. And like even hearing other people talk about it, I'm just kind of like, oh, yeah, it seems all right, I guess. Like at this point, it's kind of like, if you're gonna get me to kind of stop playing what's in my rotation right now, you kind of gotta like be insane. And Yoshi just isn't insane. It might be good, it might be really good, but it's just not like insane. So I'm in no rush to play it. I might get around to it, but I'm okay. What's the fit? Oh, do you mean this one? You mean this one? The fit where this is a very champion fit. We're gonna have a champion time, I'd say. You need to be the next big game. It's not even necessarily the next big game, but like, right now I would drop Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave for my for like, you know what I mean? Because right now, what's I'm gonna play 007. I've got Pocopia that I need to like that I want to like get back into. So like right now, if you're gonna rip me from those two games, you gotta be like Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave, you know? Book game not enough. The concept is really interesting. Like the other platform experiment to find out how and record mechanics. I just wish it wasn't associated with Yoshi. I don't know if the Yoshi association is what bothers me more so than just it not being a game that I'm too interested. I don't know. I can't say I suppose I kind of get it in that Yoshi was kind of like this one thing, and seeing it do this is a bit weird. Nintendo have always been just weirdly experimental, so it doesn't really bother me. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I kind of get what you mean by that, because like, yeah, the idea of like logging the game mechanics behind enemies would like be taken in a really interesting direction, but obviously because it's within the limits of a Yoshi game, which you know is made for a younger audience, like it can't really take it to its nth degree that maybe you might like to. I can see that being the case. Although I'll have to wait until see like what the people's general thoughts are when they finish it, because I've only really seen Bandy talk about on the Nico and Bandy podcast, and he was just like, yeah, it seems interesting, so I'll wait until they both finish that. Meaning the Hollow. Oh yeah, Meaning the Hollow as well. I can't believe I'm not buying Meaning the Hollow because I'm just like, I don't know why they felt the need to like make you know, accessibility features. I just thought it was really lame of them, I'll be honest. Like, if you're gonna make a hard game, it just kind of has to be hard. I don't understand why like they'd like let anybody play it. Like, what's the point? Like I can't enjoy a game if like other people also get to play it, you know? There's just something weird about that. Come on, really? What? I'll take middle of the pack. I don't really guess it's a bit more careful choosing what the games I want due to Switch 2 games being 70. The game looks cool, but doesn't interest me. Yeah, basically, it's one of those. Yeah, especially with the $70 price tag as well. Which so if you're going to be that game, you kind of have to be a bit more. You know, you have to be a bit more than just kind of good, you know. Do you know I haven't called in a hot minute actually? Do you know I'm just gonna randomly drop in on? I know who I'm randomly dropping in on. Let's see who picks up. No? Why does everyone keep pushing me off? The Upper Planet did this to itself by exploring the so retro 8-bit stuff for a while. Yeah, they kind of did it to themselves, really. They should have made Shovel Knight 64 already. It's kind of on them. Silly geese. I was going to ring Demeech, but he must be busy. Who else can I drop in on? I'll figure it out in a second. I'm obsessed with Dead as Disco. That's another game I'm intrigued in. Bubsy's. Oh yeah, I heard the reviews for Bubsy dropped, and that was kind of like, well, at least it's been like, I don't know what the issue with that game is. Like, is it just short and that's kind of it? Is that the only issue with the game? Hope you feel better. I think it's just a stomach bug. I'll be alright. Here we go. Now I'm in now I'm at the front. Oh, Reese. Oh, Danny. It's kind of all over the place. So I was saying it's journalist issue, so really knows. Oh, wait for it to drop. Alright, hello Dylan Goodwin. What's the better Mario Galaxy game? Is it Mario Galaxy 1 or Mario Galaxy 2? There's only one correct answer, by the way, so be careful what you say. But you have to answer in the next 2 seconds or I'm going to be very upset with you. What is it, Dylan Goodwin? Dylan Goodwin, I have a suspicious package approaching your location. What the contents in it depends on whether you like Galaxy 1 or Galaxy 2. Galaxy 1. You may open the package. It has sweets and trinkets and various fun things for you to enjoy, okay? 19th, you know, I'm pogging over 19th right now. I'm not in a title race, am I? It's a title fast, that's what this is. Who said it? Obviously Galaxy 2. Honor now and always. Banned. Banned. You have to do 7 backflips and I'll unban you, okay? 7 backflips. Gotta do clears no diff. Banned. You have to do 1 backflip. Let's go to the burnout. Let's go there. Both Galaxy games aren't as good as 3D Worlds. Okay, you have to do 3 backflips for like trying to get in the video. Galaxy 2 is being silenced. 3 backflips for being a victim, Andy. I still want to try Galaxy 2, but I'm not paying 40 bones to give it a go. 1 backflip for not paying 40 bones. Alright, who else? Gameplay's way better in Galaxy 2. Alright. 7, actually 9 backflips for you. Who else? Who else used to do backflips? Galaxy 2 is the greatest game of all time. 11 backflips minimum. Astrobot is better than both. Okay, that's like 20. Actually 20 backflips. Actually insane behavior. Galaxy 2 is a video game. Demodded. Galaxy 1 is better. Glazing Sir must do. Slap on the wrist. Haven't played Galaxy 2? Slap on the wrist. I think I should play the game now, right? Galaxy 2 doesn't have the quiet loneliness of Galaxy 1. Mods pin that guy. I played Galaxy 2, I can't say which one's better. You know what to do, okay? Form an opinion based on incomplete information, everyone's doing it. The quiet sadness of Sir Musty's chat. You know, that was a funny chat message. Promoted, so you're a moderator now, okay? Your first order of business. Time out. Potato no for 10 seconds, okay? Playing Galaxy 2 right now. You know, you're safe. What's your favorite Mario Kart game? What's yours, actually? That's a very good question, Dylan. Dylan, what's your favorite Mario Kart game? The answer you give will determine a lot about you. Mine is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Oh, man. Oh, that's just a shame, isn't it, chat? Dylan was cooking so well, and now he's fallen off. Oh, Dylan. Dylan, why? I'm in tears, broski. I'm in tears. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, bro. Dylan. Dylan, what happened, Dylan? Come on. That's like saying, do you know what it is, right? It's like if I asked you what's your favorite pizza, and you say like margarita. It's kind of like okay, come on, man. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's not a bad answer, but it's like the answer of all time. So like, it's like, come, at least give me some spice, man. Rock TTR, well done. You finished first. You won the league, all right? You won the league. Is it fine to say you pick up pepperoni over margarita? See, at least pepperoni's like a thing, you know? Again, it's like, oh, what's your favorite thing to do? Is like, my favorite thing is getting a good night's sleep. It's like, well, technically you're true, but like, come on, man. Like, give me some more, give me like a sourceful answer. Like, come on, you know? Give me satin, you know? Like, even if you said you like pepperoni pizza, like I think you said, no, sorry, not pepperoni. Even if you said you like ham and pineapple, that's like the equivalent of saying you like Mario Kart 64 is your favorite, which you're insane for, but like at least that's like, you know what I mean? We're gonna have a bit of fun there. It's like when I say I really love Super Circuit, you know? That's like a pizza with like green red peppers, onions, pepperoni, and it's like, well, it's kind of doing a bit too much. It's like, no, but you have to understand, like when you have like everything on one slice and take one big bite and everything kind of goes together, that's when it works. And sometimes it takes people a couple of like bites, but then once you've had like a couple, you're like, okay, you know, I'll fuck with this. You know, I'll fuck with this. See, that's that Super Circuit. You gotta kind of give it some time to simmer, you know? I like the outfit you're rocking. Wow. You like my outfit for champions? Is that what you like? Wow, crazy. Thank you. Thank you so. I love this outfit as well. It feels very league winning. That's how it feels. Oh, Benjamin's back. Double Dash's meat lovers. Yeah, it's just, come on now. Oh my God, is that my best friend in the whole wide world, Benjamin?
Okay, let's not get too parasocial. Hey!
Come on, let me be parasocial. Come on, please.
Okay, you can be a little parasocial.
Oh, yes, it's my good friend, Benji. Yes. Oh, thank
How
goodness.
You doing,
How you doing? Not much, man. How about yourself? I've been better. I'm a little ill, but...
Oh, sorry to hear that.
That's all
I'm
good,
doing pretty
man.
well. I was just footage recording when you called earlier.
Shit, what were you recording footage for?
A video.
Sick. Oh man, a video?
Yeah, I'm deliberately keeping my lips sealed for what it is. I want to try and keep it on the download till it's ready.
I don't blame you. That makes sense. That makes perfect sense.
I tuned into your stream as I heard you guys talk as you were talking about the whole margarita pizza thing and like its analogy as the answer of all time. And that reminded me of one of my favorites that some of my buddies use as their go-to for like the most like basic opinion possible. They call it the Lego minifigure opinion.
Why is it called the Lego minifigure opinion?
Because they associate it with like the most basic Lego minifigure of like you just blend in with the crowd kind of opinion. Oh,
okay. So like this type of vibe. Okay, got it. It's like completely inoffensive, does the job. Got it. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, every time we say like the margarita pizza opinion, I just think of just Lego minifigure. It's just the Lego minifigure opinion.
Yeah, that's kind of how it is. Because I'm just like give me some sauce. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, but like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It has the most tracks. Like I get it. It has the most tracks. I get it. Come on.
It has the most tracks. But you ever heard of quality over quantity?
True. Cook them, Benjamin. Cook them. Saute them. Get rid of them.
Yeah. And again, that's whenever someone tells me like, "Oh, Double Dash doesn't have enough tracks," I'm like, "Yeah, but all of its tracks are like C tier at worst. Most of them are B or higher."
True. Oh my God, you're truing. Yeah, I don't get it, man. I want some. What would you say is like your most like agreeable opinion?
Oh, that's
because like we always go, what's a hot take? What's like your most coldest take, like relatively speaking?
My coldest take. I have to think about that. Because like every single time I think about like at least being around the Muscular Empire, some of my opinions that I thought were like kind of basic opinions I see are like, oh, they're more debatable than I thought. Like I remember a time where it was without debate, Mario World was the best 2D Mario. Apparently that's up for debate now.
Because of Wonder, that's why, and the DLC as well. And yeah, some people are just like three truthers as well. Yeah, it's a bit, and then obviously you get the NSMB like kiddies who's like, no, Wii was my child. So it's like it's a bit more contested than it needs to be. I think mine is obviously like when it comes to gaming, my coldest gaming opinion is like Breath of the Wild is like one of the best games ever made. That's like that's my coldest.
I know what my cold take is.
That's my margarita pizza take on.
My margarita pizza take is Donkey Kong Country 2 is the best DKC game.
Oh, that's pretty margarita.
That's my margarita.
That is pretty. Okay, who's more margarita, chat? Me or Ben? I'll poll it. Can the mods poll? gonna try and pull with one hand. This is gonna end poorly. I'll pull in a second. But like, I feel like yours might just slightly edge it out because it's like, that's like the DKC opinion of all time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So yeah, which one's more Margarita Pizza? Breath of the Wild good or DKC 2 good?
Yeah, basically. Tropical Freeze is right there. I'd say Tropical Freeze is more of a white person. It's like, what does that mean? What is okay? What okay? Let's change it. So we got a coldest gaming take. What's the whitest take you have, Benjamin H?
Oh, the whitest take.
The whitest take you have.
Oh, I've never had to think about it that way, so I gotta give it some thought.
Yeah, you got. What's it gotta be? Come on. I'm thinking like me. At press of a button, I'd bring back a lot of those like white peopleisms. I would love to live in a world where people start using, yeah, you and what army? Again, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Oh, actually, no, one of my favorite whiteisms is, like, oh, I'm sorry, not. Like as 90s as you can get.
Literally, yeah, it's perfect, honestly. Obviously, shout outs to get a load of this guy.
Well, that just happened.
That's classic. That's classic. If it was up to me, like I'd put them back in like the lexicon, you know, forever and ever. I like me a little bit of brain rot, you know me. But like I'd put those white peopleisms back in there like a finger snap. Especially get a load of this guy. That's like generational. Because like, go on, what you say?
I was gonna say this is less a whiteism, more millennialism. I still use XD.
Oh yeah, you do. And I'm not gonna lie, every time I see it on the Discord, I really want to make fun of you every time, but I'm just like let him have it, okay?
Yeah.
I'm still gonna let him have it.
It's my go-to way of basically saying, hey, this... Because, like, oftentimes, you know, you write a message and, like, you need to, like, convey the emotion. XD is my go-to, hey, this is meant to be lighthearted / funny.
Yeah. It's like, you're barking up the wrong tree. Well. You're barking up the wrong tree, buddy.
Oh, there's a classic.
That's an A tier one minimum. That's an A tier one.
I'm trying to think of other like whiteisms now.
Why don't you make it like a tree and get out of here? Oh, that's good. That's good.
This is heavy.
News flash, buddy.
Yeah, there's a good one.
If I got hit with news flash, buddy, you can tell me the most diabolical shit after it. I'm not taking you seriously.
Oh, I got one. Hello, Earth to Musty.
That's too good. I love that one. Oh, man. Oh, let's blow this popsicle stand.
Yep. Yeah, I've heard that one plenty of times.
For me, it's like, are popsicle stands such a common feature that we got? I'm like, what are we doing here? That's what confuses me.
Or like clocks a ticking or TikTok kind of one.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. That's another good one. Light's not getting any greener, pal.
Oh, I saw one chat. Take a chill pill. That's a good one.
Take a chill pill is a classic. I think that's a classic that still sometimes gets used. So I don't hold it in like such reverence, you know. It's good, but like it's not up there. Like, you're on thin ice, buddy. Like one of those. Yeah. Gotta be. Holy guacamole.
A lot of holy blank that's not a swear word. A lot of those are very whiteisms.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, like obviously, like, oh, for Pete's sake, I'm like, who the fuck is Pete, bro?
Yeah. I used to say guilty of that one. I used to say that all the time. Yes.
Crazy. That's crazy. Like, oh man.
A variant I still use is "Oh, for crying out loud."
Oh, for crying out loud. That's a good one. Holy cow as well.
Yep. Holy cow, holy mackerel.
Holy mackerel. I completely forgot about holy mackerel. Ooh. And the boss to me says, I don't give a rat's ass. I like that one. I'm not in love with that one, but I like that one. That was good.
Yeah. I've heard that one a lot before.
Yeah. It's like, again, why are, like, the key to it is like it kind of has this like whimsy about it. But at the same time, like, it makes you ask some questions. So, like, oh, for Pete's sake, it's like, again, who the hell is Pete sort of thing, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck you. Can't believe you do that. Jeez Louise. Yeah, Jeez Louise. Who the hell is Louise?
Jeez Louise, yeah. or like, holy cow, it's like, why is the cow holy?
Yeah, exactly. I didn't realize. break a leg. Break a leg's alright.
That's more of a theater term.
Yeah,
that's
it's more of a theater term. It's not like a whiteism, you know. Bob's your uncle. That's more of a British one. I love the British ones. The British ones are my favorite. Like Bob's your uncle. Who the fuck is Bob?
Yeah.
Why is he
Who's Bob and why is he my uncle?
Exactly. I love those. I think my favorite like Englishism is what's it? Instead of because there's a thing called Cockney rhyming slang where you just like you just rhyme stuff for like no reason. Basically, that's how I see it. And my favorite one is definitely like, instead of saying, "Are you telling lies?" My teacher used to say this all the time. Instead of saying, "Are you telling lies?" it was, "Are you telling porky pies?"
What?
Yeah, I'm serious. That's the next thing you can look at. It's like, "Oh, he's telling porky pies. He is."
Hold on, I'm looking this up.
Yeah, I'm serious.
Are you telling
porky pies? Yeah.
porky pies? Yeah, that's an actual thing.
Yeah, it's
a rhyming slang for lies.
Yeah.
Huh. I did not know about that.
There's a bunch of them, but that's easily the one I still use to this day. I just go, he's selling porky pies, mate. He's selling porky pies.
Oh, Spongy threw a good one. Oh, fiddlesticks.
Oh, fiddlesticks is another good one. That's one that Spongy still says, I think, because he tends to censor himself as well. I notice, so he's one of those.
Yeah. Oh, liar, liar, pants on fire. There's a classic.
Liar, liar, I've not heard that one in a while.
Yeah.
Oh,
the most recent time I heard that was in a Lythero bit.
Lythero?
I haven't heard that guy's name in a while.
Who's like some of your okay? Who's like so we did favorite whiteisms. Who's like your favorite like YouTuber that like when you hear you're like,
God damn, I haven't heard about them in a long time.
Oh, so like we're talking like kind of nostalgic YouTuber.
like, yeah, someone like outside of the basic picks. Obviously, like, we're all kind of nostalgic for like your AVGNs and what have you, but like we gotta like give me like a deep cut. You know, like what's the deepest cut where when you hear them you're like, fucking hell. Because like when I hear AVGN, it's like
one of those.
Everyone's nostalgic for the AVGNs. It doesn't hit, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that. I have to think about that.
Yeah. So like that's one of those ones where I'm just like, God damn. I haven't heard that
like there's a name I haven't heard in ages.
Yeah.
See, my mind's been a Cat Icarus, but I still watch Cat Icarus, so that doesn't help.
Yeah. Has to be Annoying Orange. Oh, Annoying Orange is a good one. That's a good one.
Say Annoying Orange. I did used to watch Annoying Orange, and very much regret it. Every time I think back to Annoying Orange, like, how did I tolerate this?
But yeah, Fred and Annoying Orange, those are all right. Those are good cuts.
Yeah, I wasn't much of a Fred person.
Koba Namani 456. Oh, that's a crazy one.
I was never actually a Koba.
I never used to watch him, but like, I heard of the names. I'm aware. I'm just like, God damn.
Yeah. I know that one song from Secret Rings is like associated with him because he used it as an intro theme for like ages.
Oh yeah. I think what's it? Ryan Higa has to be one for me. I still remember when he went by like Niga Higa. That was his name before.
Oh yep. I remember that.
I remember that. That was the like How to Be Blank. That I think that's like one of the first series I ever watched on YouTube. I'm like, oh my god, this is so funny. How to Be Nerd. It's so funny. I love How to Be Nerd.
Yeah, How to Be Ninja was the one I'd seen from him.
Oh yeah, so How to Be Nerd was the first one, and then I watched all of them. I'm like, oh my god, that's so good. That's so good. How's he doing? How's Ryan doing these days? Is he alright? Is he still doing stuff?
No clue.
I have no idea actually.
You know what? I'm gonna Google it.
Because that's for me. That's probably my pick of like when someone mentions Ryan Higa, I'm like, ooh, I haven't heard about him in ages, man.
Okay, let's see. Let's go to his YouTube channel. Last uploaded 6 years ago.
Ooh, J-Wits, that's another good one. I used to watch a bit of J-Wits too.
Apparently he's done a few movie things since.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, he's in a few movies.
Ryan streams on Twitch if I recall. Oh shit, okay, he's still kicking on. Good on him. Good on him.
Okay, he just found a new medium. Nice.
Yeah, I'm happy for him.
Okay, I did just think of one.
Go on.
So there was this YouTuber. I think he's still around, but I haven't watched his stuff in ages. His name was Rich Alvarez. He mostly did like live action, like comedy stuff with his friends. And the most prominent series he did a live action Mario series called Stupid Mario Brothers.
I'm looking up the channel name right now. And let me sort by like popular. Super Mario 3D World in real life. 6 million views 12 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was a very like late 2000s,
it's
early 2010s
Stupid Mario
channel.
Brothers. Here it is. Here it is. Shit.
Yeah. And like it started as just a like basic like because the whole idea of it was Mario and Luigi went to the real world to get away from like Mushroom Kingdom nonsense, and it was just them just up to random things while Wario was trying to get them to go back.
Oh, oops.
But then it turned into like this like dramatic action series with like ongoing arcs. It like got so ridiculous, but like kid/teen me ate it up so much.
Yeah. Oh man, that's the one thing I loved about like video game parodies that like did the real world thing in like the 2010s. The concept was always it's just Mario, but like he's in real life now. What the hell? That's crazy. And it's like, well, now what happens now? You know?
Yeah.
Because I think that's one of those things we've always thought of when we're kids. Like, what if Mario was real? And then like you think about it, and it's like, okay, but now what are we gonna do with him? Like the real world's kind of
Rick Alvarez tried to create this like create this overcomplicated lore about like this figure from like the Arthurian ages coming back and create and like what started as a parody with lightsabers at the end of season 1 became like actual like plot threads of how like they were the beam swords from Smash Brothers and how like they were these artifacts that like actually played into like the fate of the world. It was complete nonsense. But again, I totally ate it up at that time.
Yeah. I don't know. Just like I don't know if like the younger generation still fuck with like gaming YouTube with like skit-based gaming YouTube is still like big amongst the youth these days, or if it's just kind of like a medium that was kind of a product of the 2010s, should we say?
I think it's more of a product of the 2010s. Nowadays, when I see skit-based stuff, it's either people rolling their eyes or it's done in like kind of like satirical parody of the 2010s.
Like categories
Like
turn into like I don't think there's like any new up and comers that are just like taking the space by storm that do this sort of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like that just doesn't happen anymore, or like I don't think it ever will really. Like anybody that's still doing it is like someone who like grandfathered their audience, like Cat Icarus, for example. Even to like a lesser extent, Scott, there was, you know.
Yeah, even Cat Icarus, because he doesn't really do like skits in the way I'm thinking. He's kind of just does like these really just one-off joke kind of moments, which this is kind of a skit. But like the way that we're describing it, like more like
the nature of which we're describing it, it's not just like you cut to live action, you making a joke. It's what the hell, Linkara? What are you doing here? I came here to make
like an ongoing story
that sort
kind of thing.
doesn't exist anymore now. I don't think.
Yeah, the lore of a video kind of thing.
Yeah. Like there might be little tidbits, but like no one cares for like the longer running stuff. Or at least amongst the youth, shows. Yeah, it's more gag based than skit based. That's probably the right way to doing it. I think you're my good luck charm, Benjamin, because like I was shitting the bed before, now I just finished top 3.
Nice.
So like I'm kicking ass and taking
I'm thinking back
names
to like Channel Awesome and how many of them had like these like overarching stories in their videos.
Oh yeah, it was crazy. Like serialized, like you had to be there from like episode 1, or like you're not getting it, man. You're not getting it. Dorkley, oh my god, Dorkley. Oh, Dorkley, oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh, I finished 5th, fuck. I thought I got top podium there. Good job, Fina. Well done. But yeah, that just, oh man, that was my peak. Oh my god, yes. What if you did the video game parody and it was like weird and strange? Oh my god.
Yeah, see, I never really watched Dorkley much, but I definitely remember Dorkley showing up all the time I recommended back in the day.
Yeah. I used to eat that shit up, man. Yeah, Dorkley, Matt, fucking college humor.
Oh,
you remember?
Yeah, I remember College Humor.
Oh man, that's fuck. Okay, I think that might be mine. To be honest. Like that sort of thing.
Actually, do you know what happened to College Humor?
I have no idea what happened to them.
Have you ever heard of a show called Game Changers or Make Some Noise, like those improv comedy shows?
I've heard them by name, but I know nothing of their nature.
Well, they're hosted by a company called Dropout, which is College Humor. It rebranded, and they're doing all these improv shows now.
Oh, okay. Neat.
Yes, it's going on. It's going really well for them.
Okay. That's good to hear, at least. Oh, Sonic for Hire. Oh, kill me.
Oh, hold on. No, Camp just threw a curveball at me. Dinosaur Office. Do you remember Dinosaur Office?
I have no idea what that is. What is Dinosaur Office?
I think that was College Humor. Yeah, it was College Humor. It was these like stop motion sketches about a bunch of dinosaurs that worked in like an office space. And it was like a mix of like, you know, dinosauric behavior with acting like regular people. The reason that a lot of people remember it is because they used to air episodes on the Nintendo Video on the 3DS.
So I'm just seeing it now. Oh, that intro just takes me back. I'm just, oh my god, where is it? I want to see that College Humor intro. I was like, oh hell yeah! This was like, I saw this every time I'd see that intro. I'm just like, oh hell yeah! I'm about to watch some shit right now. Oh hell yeah!
There you go.
But I never saw this one though.
Yeah, again, this was a series of shorts that they aired on the 3DS's Nintendo Video.
That's crazy. I remember Nintendo Video. I remember sometimes looking at it and being like, oh, there's nothing here.
I used to check the thing on a pretty frequent basis because I remember I would keep up with some of the ongoing series they'd sometimes have on there.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. No, never really did, to be honest. Crazy work. Oh, but yeah, I think that era of like. That era of like my YouTube viewing is one where I look back and cringe. I think that's more cringe than like look back and go, damn, I haven't heard that in a long time. When I hear like, if someone said College Humor or Dorkland, I'm like, fuck, oh, get rid of me.
Yeah.
When like College, oh no, also Sonic for Hire especially, I used to eat that up. I'm like, because I watched it back relatively recently and I'm just like, the whole idea was just like, oh, what if we, like, it was literally just like, what if Sonic did Le Swear? Oh my god. And we crossed over with other video game properties. It's like,
what if Mario ate mushrooms, but they were mushrooms?
It's literally giving that. It really is. And I'm just like,
yeah.
Oh, this was not funny. It's just not funny.
It was novel for the time because, you know, early internet, it's like, hey, let's make the jokes that the official media will never make.
Yeah. At the time, oh yeah, like it was the kind of humor that was needed, you know?
Yeah.
To like make video games a bit more irreverent. Yeah, I liked it, but like, I look back on it, I'm just like, I don't care, bro. I just like, it makes me wince a little inside. Mm-hmm. That's me.
I think back to like machinimas back in the day that like, if I were to rewatch them now, I'd be like, I can feel myself like shriveling and cringing.
Shriveling into a corn cob, yeah. Because like I'll watch back ABG and I'm like, this shit was gas. And I'll watch back that and I'm like, no, it sucked! No! Leave me alone! I get like the Akira thing, leave me alone!
Yeah.
Like, no!
I feel like there was one machinima I did keep up with back in the day. It was called Smash Tasm. It was basically... the first season took place in Melee, second season took place in Brawl, and it was the idea of like, what if Smash was like an MMO kind of thing?
Interesting.
So instead of like Mario, it was a player with Mario as his avatar kind of thing, and like they had a story of going on with all that. I feel like if I were to rewatch that now, I would shrivel up rewatching it. I remember it being very 2007, 2008 era humor.
Yeah, I'm just like, see, that's the thing. It's like it's really mixed. I look back on some of it and I'm like, yeah, but then others I just want to, yeah. It really is a coin flip. Do I wince or do I look back fondly? I think Doc Breed with the 5 said Pokemon Rusty was my shit. I don't remember Pokemon Rusty. I don't know who remembers that.
I don't know that one.
I remember like just what's it like abridged parodies of shows was big like in the late 2000s as well. Obviously, shout out to Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. If that'll ever get finished. I have no idea.
Probably not.
Probably not, no.
Actually, you mentioned that. I still remember, because I used to catch Sonic X on TV.
Oh my god, Sonic X.
There were reruns. And I remember I remember at one point I was like, let me see if I can catch up on some of the episodes. So I looked up on... This is back when you could actually find anime episodes on YouTube.
Shit, yeah, way back in the day.
But I remember finding one episode that it was the Japanese version, but it had fan translation subs. Mm-hmm. And you could tell they were fan translation subs because everyone was swearing every 5 seconds.
Oh my god! Oh, the like fan dub era of like the 2000s. Oh my god! Yeah, and there was Pro CD made like a joke about that, didn't he? Like
Pro CD made a sketch about it.
That's the truth. It was like, oh man, I feel like a bit of. Even though I'm not really much of an anime guy, obviously, I feel like a bit of culture surely was lost when like subtitles became a bit more standardized, right?
Uh-huh.
Like, are we better off, I suppose, but like, it feels like a bit of culture might have been lost. Yeah, there's a difference when like it's a well done, localized version, or it's just some like 30-year-old who like went to Japan 7 times and picked up enough of the language to translate it pretty well. But Lord knows he wanted it to seem, it's not for kids, okay? It's not for kids. It has to be for adults, okay? It's not. It's not cartoons. It's not Japanese cartoons, okay? It's for adults too. Like when anime had like a point to prove.
Yep.
God.
Hold on. I'm gonna find that video and send it to you for after the race.
Sure. Go for it.
Okay, I found it. Because I feel like chat needs to experience this if they've not seen this video before.
I'll show you in a second. Remind me when I'm done with this.
Yep.
Some of the unofficial.
Also, hello, Dry Bones Burnout, aka one of the best tracks in the game.
What is it? What is it based off, by the way?
Dia de los Muertos.
Way! You're right, white guy.
So fun fact on that note. The reason I said that is because even though I am white as white can be, my mom's side of the family is Mexican.
Shit, really?
Yeah. Well, technically, they were from a Mennonite community, and if I remember correctly, they technically derived from Dutch, but they lived in Mexico for several generations. So So even though they had moved up to Canada, my grandparents were super into Mexican culture. So I got exposed to that from a young age.
That's crazy work. Oh my god.
Yeah. So when talking about this track, I'm like, Day of the Dead? No. I can't do that.
Listen, your parents would not let you
My grandfather looking down from heaven, just being like, "You didn't just say that."
He'd give it. I'm not mad, son. Just disappointed. Just disappointed. No chance. It was just one of those things I just kind of noticed. I'm just like, wait, why do they always say Day of the Dead? What?
Because they're white.
Yeah,
because they're white.
That's the only reason. Like, far be it from me to make like a joke. Jokes at white people's expense are like, it's a dime a dozen. But I'm just like, I've legitimately never heard people refer to it as that until like I saw that. I'm not even joking. Like anyone who I spoke to ever always said Dia de los Muertos or just Dia de Muertos.
Yep.
So I'm just like, what's happening? What's happening here, guys? We cannot be this pasty, surely.
Yeah, come on. Show some respect.
Yeah, come on, guys. Be real with me,
Like, for example, the holiday Cinco de Mayo, you call it Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, literally. Oh, yeah.
I actually don't...
Go on.
I actually know if there is a white equivalent to calling it Cinco de Mayo.
I don't think I've ever heard, like, people... Funny, I've never heard people say, like, May 5th, like, Americans. They tend to say Cinco de Mayo, just fine. Which makes it very shocking when it's...
Makes it weirder. That makes it weirder.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I always say Cinco de Mayo. I've never heard an American say, like, May 5th. All right? You've never heard that. But it's always... Day of the Dead. I'm like, no, what?
No, it's not.
Stop.
No, it's not.
No, go away.
Also, before you forget, the Pro ZD video.
Oh yeah, let me see it. Oh yeah, here it is. Here's the video.
It's a classic.
Yeah, it's an absolute classic.
Screw you, Sasuke. I'm sick of your attitude. You are my friend. And nothing will change that, you idiot. Fuck you, Sasuke. Ore am fucking sick of your fucking attitude. You are my nakama. And nothing will...
And then the random... always keeping a word and then explaining it via translators. No, and it's like, do you want to translate that by any chance? And it's like, no, we're okay, thank you.
No.
Fucking change that, you
It's like, there's not an English word that's fitting enough. Just use the original word.
Yeah. A good time was had by all, honestly.
Yep.
Translator notes on top. Obviously, the most famous one is obviously Keikukumi's plan.
Yeah, I know that one. Yeah, I've never watched like a lot of anime, but again, thanks to looking up Sonic X episodes, even I was familiar with the culture of fan subs.
Fun stuff all around.
Oh, apparently the game's still good.
Yeah, I got it. I fixed it. I fixed it.
Translator's note. Hi.
Hello. Oh, hello. Konnichiwa.
Oh, actually, okay. Speaking of translator's notes, I was reminded of something on my feed recently. Do you remember the days of YouTube annotations, like on the video themselves?
Oh my god! Fuck it! Oh, I just think a drag of a smoke right there, just like.
I know about that in a long time. Fuck.
I was reminded of that. I'm like, we lost something when they got rid of annotations.
Bro, it's one of those things where, like, yeah, like, are we a bit better off? Sure, but, like, it was just part of the culture, you know? That's the thing, right? Something being inefficient and, like, made to be efficient is, like, a good thing on paper, but sometimes it just takes part of the culture away, and I'm just like...
Sometimes you want to be a little quirked up.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? And that's what annotations were. Like, for every time, like, annotations were quite useful, you'd get one person who used annotations to, like, spam, like and subscribe, and have it dragged across the whole screen with the X button on the top left-hand corner, and I'm just like, go away! Go away!
I still remember there was a feature where you could set it so that viewers could actually add annotations themselves to the video.
I did not know about that.
I only knew about that because Game Dude, of all people, did that with one of his videos where his girlfriend at the time was reviewing the box art for God of War 2. And I just remember it being coated in annotations from his quote-unquote fandom.
Oh my god. I did not know about that. That's crazy work.
Yeah, it was something.
Yeah, something was lost that day, honestly, it really was. And then just in one fell swoop, they got rid of what made us a culture. Oh.
Broadcast yourself? Apparently not.
True, am I right? Fucking YouTube, man. What do you think about? Has YouTube changed? It's not what you make a video adventure. YouTube has changed. YouTube has changed. It's
I'm not
existential.
I'm not existential enough to cover that topic. I just want to talk about my funny blorbos. But that said, yes, YouTube has changed.
It used to be X, and now it's X, but why now?
Yeah. There were some videos that used them for speech bubbles for character. Oh, that's true!
True.
The amount of times that, like, someone would have, like... I don't know, I think it was like the Brawl reveal trailer someone had uploaded, but put a bunch of annotations to have the characters say other things.
Oh, that was
and just like stuff like that.
I think the closest you get now is what, like custom captions, like you can just make your own captions, but that's like, even that's just kind of like, it's not the same, no. If you guys, just to clarify, if anyone didn't know, annotations were like basically like the YouTuber in question, once they uploaded a video, could just add like literally just text on the screen, like in a little bubble. Yep. To like just put an overlay on the top of the video. Do you know in the same way, like, you know, sometimes when people like say there's like the card in the top hand corner and it pops up whenever a YouTuber like says, oh, you could click the card and they like make it pop up. Basically, it's kind of like that, but like you can put on the screen and add whatever text you want essentially. So, and so again, some people would be very fucking obnoxious with it. Add like 7 like and subscribe, rate and subscribe, please. And it's like, shut up.
My favorites are the ones who like. They make an error in their video, or like they disown the video, and like you start the video and there's a giant full screen blurb of like, don't watch this video.
See nowadays, see before that, white people used to, guys, this video is outdated, please don't watch anymore. But now we just open colon, old, close colon. It's like, oh, it's not the same anymore. No, it's not the same.
Yep.
No.
Oh, Camp just remind me, before it was like dislike, back when it was star ratings, you could rate videos on a 5-star rating.
That was even too old for me. Like, I don't think I started using YouTube proper until like 2009-ish. And I think by then, I think they already switched by then. I want to say they did. Because I genuinely do not remember star ratings. I do not remember that at all.
They switched pretty early on to the like dislike.
Yeah. I remember, all I remember is that like some people would, on occasion, like if a video didn't get like at least 4.5 stars, they'd like take it down and re-upload it and be like, guys, no, you have to rate higher, no.
I remember that.
I remember that was part of the culture, but I didn't have any direct experience with it myself.
Yeah.
Remember when you could make direct video responses? Yeah, and that's one feature I'm like, I'm kind of glad it's gone, I'll be honest, because like, I feel like that was a bit too much power to the people. And the reason I say that is because like TikTok technically has that, right, where you can like directly make a video to a comment. I think YouTube Shorts has that now too. And like the amount of like nonsense I see on that, I'm just like, it's just not, it really isn't. I have never in my life, like, I won't say never, but like very rarely does that feature get used for like good. It's normally just like starting like reply wars or like video reply wars over and over and over again.
Well, I think that's why they got rid of it, is because it kind of like the whole culture of like, YouTube comments are the worst kind of was happened because of those response videos. Because it kind of just encouraged people to just be completely like nasty to each other, and then when those were gone, they made their way to the comment sections.
Yeah. That's what it was. Because I know it's on TikTok especially, which is why that thing sucks. Is that an Arsenal kit? It is an Arsenal! Champions of England! We know what we are! We know what we are, Benjamin. We know what we are. But yeah, it's one of those things where I'm kind of glad. That's one feature I'm not nostalgic for.
Yeah, that's a feature I'm like, yeah, I can live without it.
Yeah. Can be used for good. Like I've seen it. Like there's only like literally a handful of TikTokers I've seen it use it for goods. But like this is I think I mentioned this before, but I've started seeing like actors from like my childhood shows go on TikTok, and like they'll use like video like comment replies to like reply to like actual like behind like question Q&A stuff. Like in a Q&A format, it works perfectly. So I'm like, oh, what was this like behind these scenes, or what's that? And I give them like, the jumping off point to like answer the question. That's when it's good. But yeah, 9 times out of 10 it's just reply wars.
I saw a re-upload on YouTube that like the creator Phineas and Ferb was using replies for that feature.
Oh, bitch. Yeah.
It's funny I say Phineas and Ferb because I'm like, I get these videos like on my feed sometimes. I never watched Phineas and Ferb.
I kind of liked it. I think it was like towards the very end of like I don't want to watch cartoons anymore. I'm too old. I think Phineas and Ferb was like the very last one I gave the time of day before. Like I was like, I can't be watching this shit anymore. I always kind of liked it. It was a soft spot for it.
It aired when did it come out?
Yeah, what year did it start actually?
I want to say it was 2007, which I would have been 10 years old at that point. Phineas and Ferb.
Yeah, when was like the first episode aired?
2007. Okay, I was right.
Yeah, so that would have been like what, 13? Yeah, that's a perfect age. But like I was like, I'm watching real shows now. Can't watch cartoons anymore.
In my case, it was also we didn't have cable, so if I ever wanted to watch cartoons on TV, it would be at my grandparents' place. So really, only on Saturdays. And so we'd prioritize a couple specific cartoons and then just not bother with the rest. So, so a show like Phineas and Ferb just kind of just went past my radar. Gotcha.
Makes sense. What's like your goated cartoon? What's like the one where you're just like, you know what?
The one that were
the hood don't talk shit about this cartoon, otherwise you're getting it. You're getting a nasty DM from Benjamin.
I'll have to think about that.
Top 3 Benjamin classic cartoons. Number 3.
The thing is, I kind of watched a variety of shows. I didn't really like watch there was a time where I was watching Sonic X on a weekly basis, but there weren't a lot of beyond that. Weren't like any shows where I was like, I have to watch this on a weekly basis or anything like that. I kind of just catch what I could, kind of thing.
I think my top 3 is kind of like set in stone. It's
what would this be?
Number 3 is Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Okay.
That was such a good cartoon. Even watching it back as an adult, I'm just like, it has this like. It's like quite formulaic in that obviously there's a big bad and Courage has to deal with it. But I feel like it's like humoristic chops always makes it feel somewhat fresh, and I really like that. They always lean into like they're not afraid to like lean into a joke and lean into the horror whenever it's like appropriate. I'd say horror, but it's a kids show, so obviously like kids horror. Number 2, like Return the Slap. Yeah, iconic. Second has to be Powerpuff Girls.
Okay.
Easily Powerpuff Girls.
In Powerpuff Girls' case, sorry, you go first. I
was gonna say like Powerpuff Girls is one of those cartoons. The original, just to clarify, obviously.
Of course.
It's one of those cartoons where obviously as a kid I'm just like, yeah, I like seeing cartoon violence. Yeah, I don't care that they're girls. They're being violent. Yeah, and I like that. And now I watch it as an adult and I'm just like, it's firstly the catharsis of seeing these like cutesy little girls like beating up these fucking eldritch abominations sometimes.
Yeah.
And then also the show is like really funny. Like sometimes unintentionally so or intentionally so, and I love it for that. And obviously number 1 is Ed and Eddie because it's just the best thing ever made.
Fair enough.
That's my top 3.
Actually, funny you mentioned Powerpuff Girls. I remember as a kid we did have a VHS with a few Powerpuff Girls episodes on it. And me and my sisters really liked it to the point that when it was time for me to start going to school and my parents were looking to get me a lunch kit, I at one point was like, "Give me a Powerpuff Girls one." They're like, "Nope." Because they're like, "You will be bullied."
Yeah, you're not on that.
Which is funny because then find out years later that a lot of boys in my generation loved Powerpuff Girls.
Oh,
so it's like, no kid was allowed to show that.
Yeah, no, you couldn't let the hood know. You kidding me?
Yeah.
You watched Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon. You didn't watch Powerpuff Girls. What?
Yeah.
Even the name was just like, I felt like the name was deliberately named. It's like to be as like, no, I can't watch this. I can't watch Powerpuff Girls. Ooh, girly. He's like, no, please. It's like a 6-year-old you. That's like a death note,
Yeah. Funny enough, there was actually a show kind of like that, where you know, very kind of like girl lead and like not girl power, but like that kind of show. But it was one where a lot of my generation were kind of okay with being open about enjoying it. And I would probably put this in my top 3. Kim Possible.
Ooh, Kim Possible's a good shout.
I loved Kim Possible. I didn't catch it a ton, but whenever I did, I really enjoyed it.
Kim Possible would make my top 10. I think it'd probably be like 9th or 10th. I think it makes mine.
Yeah, I really liked Kim Possible.
Oh, what's the sitch? Am I right? What's the sitch?
Yeah.
Hey, wait.
No, one of my favorite things is like with Powerpuff Girls, you go back to it and you're like, man, this show's really funny.
Yes.
Like
Oh,
it
it's
literally,
so.
like I said, like I remember as a kid, you think, you know, Kim and Ron are like, you know, the best. Then you watch clips as an adult, you're like, Draken and Shigo are comedy gold.
Yes, they are.
Like these two are hilarious.
They are a very funny duo. Like, again, like that's the thing about a lot of these old cartoons. Actually, they don't make cartoons. Like I want to say they don't make cartoons like this these days, but like I don't watch enough modern cartoons to be able to make that flippant judgment. Yeah. But like it really is amazing when you go back and watch your childhood goats when like. Not only is it just like a nostalgic blast of the past, but you find out like, holy shit, these were like really funny, and that's because like they also kind of attuned to the fact that normally you'd be watching this with your parents, right?
Yeah, so
same
you gotta get something for them to enjoy,
right? But like, yeah, that was the assumption, which is why as a kid when I'd watch Cartoon Network, I'd get like an ad for like a Power Rangers toy, and then I'd get another ad saying, "Have I been missold payment protection insurance?" And I'm just like, "Mom, what the fuck is a payment protection insurance?" And I'm just like, "Oh, it's like lawyer stuff. Don't worry about that."
Yeah,
So, okay.
it's for the parents. The parents watching.
It's for the parents watching, because like Lord knows I'm like, yeah, I want an Action Man toy, but have I also been under an accident and it wasn't my fault? I may be entitled to compensation.
Yeah, I still remember. Okay, I still remember. One of the funniest things in that note was I think I was like a preteen or teenager at this point, but I was at my grandparents' place. We were there late one night, and they were airing Return of the Jedi on TV. So you know, we were watching it, and you know how when they air movies on TV, they'll like unnaturally cut them up with commercial breaks.
Yeah.
Well, this was a late night airing, so a lot of the commercials they were airing were for like Trojan.
Oh my god.
And like,
oh my god, what?
And this is at a time where I'm like, you know, I'm not familiar with this stuff, so I'm like, the heck are these commercials? And my uncle looking over, I'm like, how do I explain this?
You're like, don't worry about that. So, like, you get hit with the "don't worry about it," and then like you were like, okay, and then you watch it back later, and you're like, oh, sure, okay,
Yeah.
okay, that's an advertisement for condoms in the middle of my Bing Bing cartoons. Amazing.
Well, again, it was one of the Star Wars movies, so not quite Bing Bing, but
I mean, Star Wars, I suppose, but Star Wars it was always kind of meant to be like a bit more family oriented in the sense, we say.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
I get you. Okay, actually, I say Bing Bing. I just got hit with just the memory of Crazy Frog.
Okay,
Do you remember Crazy Frog?
I don't want to talk about Crazy Frog, okay?
Valid answer. Valid answer.
I don't want to talk about him, okay? I don't want to talk about him. That guy.
Valid answer.
I think I made a video about this ages ago. I made a video on Crazy Frog years ago. Like what's it, 2000s nostalgia? And the one that came up in that video was Crazy Frog. And like I ended up doing a bit of research on Crazy Frog, right? And I think one of the things I found out was the ad was found to be like in breach of advertising laws in the UK because it was being played so repeatedly and so like often that they had to set a cap on it. That's how annoying the ad was.
That is amazing.
That's how many complaints that they were getting.
Of how annoying Crazy Frog had gotten.
Yes, they had to like put a cap on how many times it could be shown on TV. Because I used to, even as a kid, I'd remember, because like sometimes like if a company was paying like up the wazoo, it would like, you'd get the ads twice in the same ad break. And like that's what Crazy Frog was doing. They were like playing the ad twice.
You
on
still
the
get that
break.
sometimes.
Yeah, you still get that sometimes. Yeah, but like back in so that's what would happen. So and they'd have like, the longer one, and they'd have the shorter one, and then of course, and then the worst part is like it was advertising a medium that's completely lost to time now because like no one is buying ringtones. That's what Crazy Frog was when you look at it. It's like, oh, it's a ringtone that you buy. You text a number and you pay a fee, by the way, a weekly fee or a monthly fee, not a joke, by the way, to like have Crazy Frog as your ringtone.
Yep.
And I'm just like, yeah, that was
the 2000s were wild.
The 2000s were a different time now. Now like, hands up chat if your phone is constantly just on mute or D&D.
Yes, I have it set to vibrate, so it's like you can still get to me, but I'm not hearing it ring all the time.
I've got mine on mute like all the time. I'm sorry. I shouldn't. I shouldn't. It's bad of me. But I'm just like you don't need to get hold of me. I'm sorry. I'm not that important yet. I think if I was to like become a parent or something, obviously I'd start doing that. But like I'm not. You don't need to get a hold of me, okay? You get to me when you get to me. All right.
Okay. Though on the topic of Crazy Frog, are you familiar with the Crazy Frog video game?
There's a Crazy Frog video game.
There is a Crazy Frog video game. Can you guess the genre? Like, if you're thinking Crazy Frog video game, what do you think it would be?
Well, obviously in the ad, he's like racing on the street. I'm thinking racer.
Yep, it's a racer.
Hey, okay.
And like you'd think it would be like, oh, it's probably gonna be a Mario Kart clone. No, it's an F-Zero clone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it has power-ups like Mario Kart, but like the actual control and speed of it all, it's like, oh, this is really F-Zero coded.
Oh.
Now, granted, it's not good. Shocker, I know.
It's so funny you mentioned that you pivot to this because like, I've been seeing a bit of occasionally on Twitter. I don't know if you, chat, help me out if you've been seeing this on your algorithms too. But occasionally I'll get a bit of like licensed game discourse where like there seems to be like two sides where it's the Zoomers going, "Well, this shit was so cool," and then like the older millennials like going, "This was shit back. Why? What are we doing here?
Why are we glazing this?"
Yeah, I think it's just the Zoomers are now seeing that like the lower tier, like this quote unquote slop tier of games is just all like AI and nonsense now. Whereas like our slop tier of games was like movie tie-ins, you know? So
yeah,
it's like, I guess our
show got relatively popular. Make a video game.
Oh, movies coming out? Video game, quick video game. So it's like, yeah, I guess our slot was a bit more like handmade, but at the end of it was still shit. What do you mean?
Yeah.
No one was buying it. Like whenever any of them were even remotely good, it was like, oh wow, like SpongeBob, like Alpha Bikini Bottom, for example. You know, you're like, whoa, what the hell? That was actually good.
Now, so the problem is that because there's like the every so often good one, it came to a generation of people where like all of a sudden they were glazing licensed games. Like, no.
Yeah.
Exceptions. Those were the exceptions.
Yeah, exactly. It's the survivorship bias, isn't it? All the ones that you know now are the ones that survived the era. But like, are you telling me you want to go back and play Die Hard Vendetta on the PS2? Yeah? You're playing that
I still
too.
remember.
You're playing Over the Edge, yeah? Piss off, gone.
I still remember one in particular that every time I saw it on the store shelf back in the day, I thought it was funny of seeing it.
Which is?
So after the Star Wars prequels came out and they were trying to get Hayden Christensen's like acting career to keep going, trying to write off that success, they made this new like action movie for him.
Sorry, just for non-Star Wars Andy, which actor is that guy? Which one did he play?
Anakin. The guy who plays Anakin.
Okay, got it.
They were trying to keep his career going, so they made this action movie for him to star in called Jumper, which it was kind of a neat premise. It was basically these people who had the power of, essentially, if you had a photo of a location, you could just jump to that location in the real world.
Ooh, okay.
The movie wasn't great, but it was a neat premise. And it was clearly like trying to set up a franchise and all that. And they introduced this other jumper, and Samuel Jackson is like a jumper hunter. And the funniest thing to me is they had a tie-in game for the PS2 and Wii called Jumper Griffin Story, and like the cover looked so quick photoshopped, like grab like stock image off Google, throw it on the box art, type in like the most basic font you can kind of box art. And I just remember that being so funny to me. Hold on, let's see if I can find it.
Yeah, see if we can find it.
Jumper Griffin Story. I need like a good quality image of it. Why are these images so small? This'll do. Alright, I'm sending it to you.
Heartbreaking. The streamer that you love finished 24. Okay, what is the... You what, mate? Jumper Griffin Store... Holy licensed game error. Oh my god. That's like...
The thing is, I eventually watched Jumper. Griffin shows up in like the last third of the movie. Like, I remember when he finally showed up and he introduced some Griffin. I'm like, this the guy they made a game out of?
Yeah, they really were trying to make it a franchise, isn't it? Like, they skipped the part where they established the franchise and went straight to the, let's go to the side guy that everyone loves. They just skipped straight to that. Funny stuff.
But yeah, again, that was the era where, like, again, if anything was even moderately successful, not even like a big hit, just even a little hit, it would get a tie-in game.
Yep. And then put that shit on every console as well, you know?
Yep.
Ratatouille being the amazing example, because I watched the Scott Stash video on it, which he pronounced which he erroneously kept pronouncing Ratatouille.
Scott.
Yeah, I was like, this is Scott, I love you, bro, but what the hell is Ratatouille? Oh, yeah, that's what he did. He added like an extra T in the second episode, so it was Ratatouille. That's what he kept calling it. I'm just like,
okay, Scott, tone down the cork a little bit.
That's what I'm. Come on, bro. What are we doing here, Scott? Like, the worst part is, like, I wouldn't even like pronunciation shame if not for the fact that it was literally on the box art. And, like,
yeah, so the pronunciation.
Ratatouille's logo features the pronunciation guide. So I don't know how you have 20 copies of Ratatouille in front of you and you're going Ratatouille. Just like, Scott, my fella.
Okay, Scott, that's on you at that point.
Yeah, that's what, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm used to a quirk pronunciation, but I'm just like, it's right. And yeah, obviously, predictably the comments let him have it, so I'm like, you know, fair.
Yeah. Okay, so now my question on the topic of like that era of licensed games, do you have a cheap licensed game GOAT from that era?
Briefly mentioned it before, but yeah, it's Die Hard Vendetta on the Nintendo GameCube. Bearing in mind, as a kid, I never watched Die Hard. I think that game came at a perfect spot for me, where the hype around the GameCube in my house was starting to die down, so I was starting to play a lot more single-player stuff. Because obviously the rule was, if any of my siblings wanted to play with me, I had to play Smash, I had to play Melee, I had to play Time Splitters. Obviously, because like, they'd complain, Mum would take away the GameCube. So it came at like a perfect intersection where I wanted to play like more single-player stuff, because like, you know, my siblings were like more busy playing out. They were old enough to be able to play outside on their own now, what have you. Remember when kids used to be able to do that? So they were doing that most of the time. And obviously my sisters were like now losing interest in video games. So it came in that intersection. And it came in another intersection where, because I love Time Splitters too, I was like, I want to play more shooty mukbang games. I love shooty games. Shooty, bang, bang, yeah. So I do that. So then obviously my brother, in all his wisdom, which my older brother, I don't know if I've ever explained like the folklore with my older brother. I don't really talk about him all. But one thing that he used to do all the time is he was like the... I don't know if I can come up with like a cool way to phrase this, but what he would do is like he'd take games that we had, we'd never see them again, but then another game would just appear. Like the best
He's taking him to like he's taking him to the black market.
No joke. Like he'd trade with friends. He had like a shop, like a guy that a shop he knew where he'd trade him in. Like he had a friend that worked Blockbuster, so he'd always like swap stuff out. He just
so he knew a guy who knew a guy who knew a guy kind of thing.
He was like the guy who knew a guy basically. So like a lot of like because it's always a bit. I don't think anyone's ever said this, but it's always quite funny that when I say like, oh, when I played video games as a kid, I only got like 1 or 2 games a year. And yeah, I had like a varied palette of like GameCube, PS2 video games. And that's because my brother would just take a game and then just swap it with another game. And just, that's what you do constantly. He'd even do it with our consoles as well. That's not even a joke. One day our GameCube was just gone and it was just a Super Nintendo with Donkey Kong Country and Donkey Kong Country 3. Not a joke.
Amazing.
It was just fit out for 2 weeks and then it came back. One time the GameCube was swapped out for a Dreamcast, and as a result, that's how I played Power Stone. It's a fighting game. That's the only reason I play that game is because he swapped the GameCube for 1 week. He just traded with a friend.
Okay, and it's funny you mentioned Power Stone because it actually leads to something I'm going to go into in a moment. But first, continue your story.
Let me just finish. So then, like my GameCube came with a copy of Wave Race Blue Storm. We played that for a week, and then all of a sudden in this place a copy of Super Mario Sunshine appeared. Played that for like a month, didn't really like it that much, and all of a sudden that got replaced with a copy of Sonic Adventure DX Director's Cut. So like, I'm telling you, like he was the swapper. That's what he would do. So obviously, like in the art of the swap, there was a perfect trifecta of I was able to play more single player games. I was more interested in shooting McBang games, and my brother being the swapper, which led us to all of a sudden just spawning in with Die Hard Vendetta on the GameCube. And I've not replayed it, but having just watched like a full long play of it, it is not particularly good. It's not bad, I don't think it's terrible, but it's just not particularly good. But like I have so many memories of that game because I played it. It's supposed to kind of be like a a sequel, I guess, to the. I have no idea where it holds up on the filmologies, the chronology of the films. I have no idea. All I know is I'm playing as John McClane. Evil things are happening. I'm back in Nakatomi Plaza, I guess, whatever that means. The police also want me gone as well. I was stuck in a police precinct with a bomb attached to the door, and I had to let out one of the nerdy inmates to defuse the bomb, but he walked at literally 0.5 miles an hour, and every single time you talk to him, he'd make reference to the fact. He'd be like, hey, can you go any faster than this? Not particularly. You gotta be patient with me. It's like, you really need to get some exercise. My doctor says it's a medical anomaly. I had that dialogue memorized because I'd be so bored just sitting there waiting for him to go up to the door. So
you know a game's left its mark when you start remembering it word for word.
Yes, remembering the NPC dialogue. So yeah, I think it was 10 levels in that game, and one of the coolest things is when you beat it, you got cheats for it. So you got invincibility glitch, big head mode, small head mode. Every weapon induces fire damage. Yeah, so
that was the era.
So that was really fun with it, because when I did beat it, I was able to play again with cheats, and Lord knows I always played it with the invincibility cheat and just kept running around punching people with fire fists, you know.
Fair enough.
So that's the licensed game that left way more of a mark than it should have. What about yours?
Well, I grew up with a lot of licensed games, just because having two older siblings and just we didn't buy a ton of games. But so when we did, oftentimes it would usually be something that seemed appropriate for all of us, or a licensed game based on a license we were familiar with, kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And one that I still will go to bat for being not necessarily good, but fun, really fun, particularly with friends, is Shrek Super Slam.
Oh, I played that too. I had that on the DS.
Oh, see, we had it on GameCube.
Yeah.
And the GameCube
I thought the DS were gone.
So I don't know how the DS version is, but the GameCube version, it's funny you mentioned Power Stone. It's a Power Stone clone.
Yeah, I remember that, yeah. It's a Power Stone, yeah, literally.
Yeah. And that was my introduction to the Power Stone style gameplay, was Super Slam, and I just thought it was the funnest thing. Mm-hmm. Then a couple years ago, I actually played Power Stone. I'm like, okay, no, this is better.
It's this is just Shrek Super Slam, but better. What the skip? What's happening here? What the hell?
Yeah. Actually, are you aware that they re-released Power Stone 1 and 2 last year?
I am not, no.
Yeah, they re-released them. They're on everything now.
Shit, okay. I might have to revisit them and get that blast of the past nostalgia.
Oh, and better yet, they have online now.
Hey, are we
They have online play.
Are we hopping on?
If you grab the Switch version, I'll hop on.
Are we hopping on Power Stone? Is the hood hopping on Power Stone?
So yeah, it's let me get the picture.
That's pretty sick.
It's specifically part of Capcom Fighting Collection 2, which is a bundle of a bunch of different Capcom fighting games. And it includes both Power Stone games.
Oh, that's sick. Hang on, let me change my screen share so you can see what I'm seeing on OBS. Because I want you to see.
All right. Watch stream. Here we go.
On the annotation chat.
What? I saw the truck coming.
Oh yes. To Vanessa. Vanessa betrayed me. This video is no longer for her.
Yes, that's the kind of things we get with annotations. Yeah. Oh, that's legendary.
I'm telling you, a bit of our culture was missed. I'm telling you. Oh, upsetting. Obviously, this is the collection is part of, is it? This one?
Yeah. Capcom Fighting Collection 2. It has both Power Stone games.
Sick. Oh, that's sick. I might have to. I remember playing that quite a bit, and I'm just it's kind of fun.
Yeah, I didn't try it until later down the line. It was actually at an arcade that me and my buddies went to. We tried it out in the arcade. I'm like, oh, this is super fun. This is super fun.
I might have to give it a try. I'm gonna have to hit the old nostalgia veins and just go for a quick injection. I don't know, of Power Stone.
There you go.
I might have to. That's fun.
And again, I love the fact that Power Stone 1 is a 1v1 game. It's that's really fun. And then Power Stone 2, they're nah, it's a 4-player game now.
Shit. How much is that? How much is the game on Switch?
I think it's 40 American.
For the boats, goddamn.
Yeah, it's not a full price game. I know it's not full price.
Yeah. Oh wait, one to wait for a sale on then.
Yeah. Actually, hold on a second.
I'd do anything to seamlessly play alpha for no. You don't want to see me play alpha for okay.
Oh yeah, Alpha 3's on there too.
You don't want to see me play alpha free. I suck at that.
Actually, hold on. Let me see how much this is on the eShop. eShop. Pardon me. Okay, yeah. So it's gonna be around 40 American because it's 55 here.
Got it.
Which for a collection of, seven good games and also Capcom Fighting Evolution, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad. But like, if I'm going to be grabbing it, it's for a bit of Power Stone nostalgia. So
yeah,
I'd wait for a
the
sale.
joke there is that Capcom Fighting Evolution is really, really bad.
Oh, is it? Shit.
Yeah, it's the game that notoriously almost killed Capcom's fighting division.
Really? That bad?
Yeah, it was that bad.
Fucking.
But granted, their fighting division was already like not doing as well at that time. Because believe it or not, contrary to it being one of the most beloved fighting games of all time, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 was not a huge hit when it first came out.
So it's got more like cult classic status?
Yeah, it was a very quick cult classic, but like when it first came out, it was not a huge hit. A lot of people thought it was weird. The soundtrack, they said like, the soundtrack doesn't fit a fighting game. Now it's like one of the most beloved soundtracks in fighting game history. But yeah, Capcom Fighting Evolution was like rushed together with a lot of reused assets. Was like, you can tell it was cobbled together with how everyone played. And was very clearly a bad rush job. And it tanked.
Shit. Terrible.
And this was like the mid 2000s, where 2D fighting games of those kind were becoming way less popular. Because a lot of games are going to 3D, and like that traditional style of game was just kind of dying out. The only reason that we got the renaissance we did was thanks to a little game called the Rumblefish.
What the hell's the Rumblefish?
It was a very, very niche fighting game, but the main reason that it ended up doing what it did is because the devs who worked on it went on to make Street Fighter 4.
Ooh.
Which that was the game that ended up kicking off the renaissance of 2D fighting games.
Okay, all right. I'm learning about history.
Yes.
I'm learning about. What's like your? What would you say is like your go-to video game fun fact that you'd whip out at like a dinner party? Like, say,
there's too many to go with.
Like what's like like right off the head? What's the one that comes to mind? You're like at dinner, like 8 of you guys. You're all like casual, like let's say moderate gamers, so like they know a bit of lore. What's like something you whip out to make the crowd go like, oh, okay, that's kind of.
Okay, actually, I'll do one that maybe not like my go-to, but it's one that just came to mind that that will be relevant to you. Is the fact that Oddworld AIDS Exodus, as good as it is one of the most notorious rush jobs of the era.
Really? Okay, that is a good dinner party story.
Do you know how long they took to develop AIDS Exodus?
How long?
Take a guess.
A year?
Lower.
Lower?
Yeah, lower.
10 months?
Lower.
You fun. 8
9
months. 9 months!
They made it in 9 months.
Yeah, that's crazy work.
It's to a point that Lorne Lanning has actually said that he kind of begrudges Abe's Exodus because of that. Because he said the crunch time on that project was brutal.
God damn. Not 8 months, 9 months, you know?
Yep, 9 months.
One whole pregnancy.
And it's so funny because then he made Soulstorm, which was kind of like his realized vision for Abe's Exodus. And most fans say it was worse than Abe's Exodus.
Yeah, I'm at the front of the line for that one. Soulstorm was like the definition of like... I know like mid has lost all its fucking like use as a term. But like that is like, and I mean it in like the literals. It is the most 5 out of 10 video game I've ever fucking played in my life. Because like everything it does well, there is a counterpoint that it does like shittily. Like literally. Like it balances itself out so well, it's actually like shocking how well it does that.
Yeah,
like, everything I liked is just like something like the best example is right. I love that, for example, Moloch is more involved in the story, because in this continuity, at the end of Abe's Odyssey, he didn't die, he lived. So which makes it a bit more interesting. It's like, oh, okay, he lives, and now he's wanted for like his crime of letting Rupture Farms go to potty. I'm like, oh, that's kind of a neat story thread. Does anyone explain the shitty turret sections that we should have left in year 2000? Does anyone explain those? Oh, sorry, the supply delivery cannons, or whatever the fuck they were called. Does anyone, who approved that? Whoever approved that, can they get fired, please, today?
Whoops.
One of the most dog shit sections I've ever played in a fucking video game in my life. So I'm just like, yeah, like for everything it does like really well, there's one thing that I just like, why did this, who even conceived this idea, broski?
Born Landing.
Terrible, absolutely terrible. Narrowly live as well, amazing. So yeah, I don't know how have you played that? I don't know how you feel about that.
The only Oddworld game I've played is Abe's Odyssey, the original one.
Okay, you should play Exodus. Rush Job, but
that's what I've
a
been told.
fucking good Rush Job.
Yeah. Well, honestly, there's a lot of rush jobs in that era of gaming. Like, you'd be shocked how many really good games were rush jobs.
Is there anyone else? Is there another one that comes to mind?
Well, one that comes to mind for me is Crash Bandicoot Warped was made in 10 months. And that game's amazing.
Was the industry just built different back then, or like what? Like what?
It was. It genuinely was.
Good lord.
That, like, you could just rush out a sequel within a year somehow, and it could actually still be really good.
Yeah, but like, here's the thing: is that like, I feel like people are just more tolerant of it. I think this is like my take that I'll like die on the hills for, is that like, people just back then were just more tolerant of sequels as well. Like the industry was like much smaller as well, but like people were just more tolerant. Like a sequel just being like more of the same. That, like, people are more okay with that. I feel like a lot of people are just not as okay with that.
Cough, Mega Man fans, cough, cough.
Yes! That's what I'm saying. Like, it just doesn't. That's why I hate. It's like one of the things I actually like hate about the internet. Like, I don't know how like I don't know how good this game is, but like I see that like, for example, Garten of Banban has like 6 games, and like people will slander it because it has 6 games, and I'm just like, well, they made one, and then they finished that, and then so they made more, and then you know what I mean? Like I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. Exactly. I don't know about you guys. Did they expect Garten of Banban Chapter 2, Chapter 3, No. It's a finished game, and then you just kind of
make a sequel. Yeah,
you make a sequel to like continue the story or see what happens and add some new mechanics. Like, that's kind of how it was, you know? We lost something eventually with everyone having higher fucking standards.
Yeah, see, I distinctly remember when the second Horizon game was on its way. I remember seeing this slanderous clip on my Twitter about someone bashing the game because the main character had the exact same movement animations. And they said, how dare they reuse these assets? And everyone's like, broski!
Like, what are we doing?
It's a sequel!
Yeah, like, I don't get it, man. I just don't understand. I don't
and they're like, oh man, the PlayStation of old would never do this. And I just linked, I'm like, here's a screenshot of Crash 2. Here's a screenshot of Crash 3. Look how they move the exact same way.
I'm telling you, like, people. And then what also doesn't help is that, like, I feel like not only is like people's perceptions of a sequel just cooked, it's just like the internet just makes everyone dumb. At the same time, I know cold take, I know,
true.
But like it just makes everyone like collectively dumb as well. So instead of like, oh hey, do you want to talk about like what did they iterate on? Did it make it better? Did it make it worse? Should we talk? No, let's talk about the movement animations. And I'm just like that. But here's the thing: is that's the tweet that will go viral and like dictate the discourse for the next like 12 hours minimum. And I'm just like, that's the frustrating bit. It's not the fact that people have these takes. Like there were always dumb people that had dumb takes. It's just the issue. Now you're seeing that take, and then you're seeing like 10 different takes with their like dunking of that take or their agreement of that take. So it just dictates the flow for the next day, and you're just like, stop!
Here's the thing. I've said this to people before, who have argued that like the internet has made people dumber. It's like no. What the internet has done is it's given people who have already thought the things they do a platform to voice those thoughts. So it's not that, oh, these people didn't exist before. It's, no, now you can just see that they exist.
Yeah.
For better and for worse.
Yeah, which is why, like, I don't buy into, like, the modern propaganda of, like, this never used to happen on, like, forum-based internet. It's like, it did.
It did. You just never saw it.
You just never saw it as often, yeah. Am I cooked?
It's just that, yeah.
I think I'm cooked here.
Yeah, it's just the fact that now everyone has a megaphone.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate. it's like the Boys finale happened as well. I don't know if you watched The Boys, but like that happened as well.
No, I don't watch The Boys.
And like I thought the finale was a bit like underwhelming in places, but it wasn't terrible. It was just a bit underwhelming. But of course, you know, you go on the internet and it's like, why don't there's just no competition. And what makes it annoying as well, because like no one else I know has watched it, so like I can't discuss it with anyone normal. I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Damn it.
No, see, the funny thing is I keep seeing people talk about The Boys like it's the Game of Thrones finale.
No, it's not. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's just that's a lie.
Meanwhile, I have a friend who she's a big fan of the comics, and she has not liked The Boys show for a while now, and she thought the finale was okay.
Yeah, it could have been better, but like it wasn't like it wasn't as good as it definitely wasn't as good as it could be, but it wasn't terrible. Definitely wasn't terrible. It was like a 5 or 6 out of 10 finale, I'd say. Maybe 6.5 if I'm being generous. But like people like obviously, you know, the middle opinion just doesn't work, so it has to be like a 1 or a 2, and I'm just like, I looked at the hashtag for like 2 seconds. I'm just like, I'm out. I'm sorry. I'll wait until I meet someone that finished it, and then we can have a normal conversation.
Yeah, 1.3 seconds, I'm out.
Yeah, I was literally like, I'm done, bro. I'm so done. I literally, the moment, like, I literally scored for 2 seconds. I thought Homelander would never beg for his life, and I'm like, shut up.
I haven't even watched the show, and even I know he'd be the type to beg for his life when
pressed, like when pressed against the corner. Of course, it's like, I'm okay, thanks guys, I'm okay. It's like, go away.
That's just how these kind of characters work. Is when they power trip, and then suddenly they don't have that power, they whimper.
Yeah. So it's like crazy. I can't wait for the Amazing Digital Circus to have that in a month. Oh my god.
Oh no.
I'm not looking forward to that at all, man. I'm just gonna discuss it amongst my own fan base, and then I'm gonna move on. Okay, do you know what? Funny enough, you mentioned Amazing Digital Circus. Do you know what like my dream collab is now? Because sometimes people say, "Oh, what's your dream collab?" Do you know what mine is now? It's I just want to do a stream with Gooseworks, but we don't mention Amazing Digital Circus once.
That would be amazing. I'm sure she would greatly appreciate that.
No, like I think the catharsis of like, oh hey guys, I have Gooseworks here by the way. Did you watch The Boys? And then like she's like, yeah, like if I can sit there, and then we just talk about literally anything bar. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just completely ignore the elephant in the room and continue to ignore it.
It keeps yelling, address me, and I'm just like, no, we're okay, thank you. Maybe at best it's. People keep like mentioning TADC. What is that? And then like that's her chance to like make up a new acronym for it. You know?
Yeah. Or literally, you know, stream's about to wrap up. She's already departed, and you're just like, so chat, how about Digital Circus? Cut the stream right there.
Yeah. Yeah, I would like that. That'd be my dream stream. I'm not even joking. If I could somehow get that to happen, I'd be so happy.
Yeah.
Like getting you on the Galaxy 1, Galaxy 2 debate. Ruthless, like painstakingly explain the entire Nintendo Land debacle to her.
It's like, can you not?
We're going, Musty, no, why did she write Jax that way? It's like, no, but you see, Gooseworks. We haven't had a direct in a while, but he didn't have to be so annoying about it. Do you get what I mean? It's like, yeah, something tells me I understand what you mean by people demanding it too much.
Chat's like slamming their fists against the wall. It was like...
It's a Gooseworks, when's the next direct?
Gooseworks, when's the next direct?
Are you more of a, like, what do you think of British cuisine? Are you more of a fish and chips guy or like beans on toast? Like, what's your opinion there? I need to know. Like, literally just anything but that. Yeah. That'd be my favorite thing to do, I'm not even kidding.
That's the best way to get someone who is like known for a very specific thing, is basically just, okay, talk about everything other than that specific thing. Mm-hmm. Like, that's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
Both, one, to keep the conversation interesting, and two, to mess with your chat.
Yeah, that's because like that's one of my like that's one of the cooler things about like bringing Scott the Wazard, and we just end up waffling about like anything really. Because like people might have some expectations of it going a certain way, and I'm just like, no, I want to bring.
Like, no, Scott's a human being. I
just want to talk about coffees, man. I want to talk what kind of coffees is he on? Like, I've started having like caramel macchiatos lately, and I'm just like, does he fuck with caramel macchiatos? I feel like very like bougie when I say caramel macchiato.
Yeah, it's it sounds very bougie. Like I'm familiar with what caramel macchiatos are. But yeah, it's one of those things that's like it just sounds bougie when you say it.
Do you know what I mean? So I'm just like, I'm not going into a Starbucks and ordering caramel macchiato. I might as well just like dye my hair blonde and like get my nails done. Do you know what I mean? Like that's how I feel.
No. Dye it white. You have to dye it like that silvery white.
The silvery white, shortcut as well, sunglasses. Let me speak to your manager. Type beat, you know? That's how I feel saying it. And also, it also doesn't have I'm British. So like instead of saying caramel macchiato, it's caramel macchiato, and I'm just like.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Also, you have to wear a button-up shirt with the collar up, like unnaturally up.
Yeah, definitely. Really giving.
We're just creating the worst person possible right now.
Perfect. That'll be perfect. Oh man.
Sir Karenstein.
There's some fan art waiting to be made. If we're talking to popular people and not bringing up the thing they're known for, it's like dodging 100 minds at once. I find that very easy, I'm going to be honest. Like
it is easy because it's just you're talking to a human.
Yeah. That's how I've always seen it. I'm gonna be honest.
You just talk to another person. Just think of it as another person and not a celebrity or creator of a big thing. Just think of them as another person. Yeah, because ultimately that's what they are.
Yeah, that's kind of. It sounds so like ghosts. Like you just have to treat them like they're normal. But that's like. You made probably one of the most influential like indie animations of all time. But at the same time, like, are you a caramel macchiato, Curly? I need to know. I need to know. You know what I mean?
It's like, you know, how do you like your tea, kind of thing.
Yeah. Do you fuck with Earl Grey? And no, that's not.
I'm not much of a tea drinker, but the one time I did have Earl Grey, I did like it.
Earl Grey is lovely. I've become a bit bougie. I get Earl Grey. I have like a box of Yorkshire tea, like standard English tea, but like I definitely find myself gravitating more to the smaller box of Earl Grey in the top corner of my pantry. You know,
gotcha.
Like, you know. It's
really
nice.
Third person? No way! I can't believe this.
I can't believe this. Hell yeah. What would your like dream collab be?
That's a good question. Maybe not like a collab video, but like even just a chance to just like chat it up, just because have some overlap in interests. I would love to just talk to Nitrorad for even just a few minutes.
Nitrorad. He's in the gaming sphere. What does he do specifically?
He is a mix of like he does game reviews. And his main two things are horror games and 3D platformers. A lot of indie ones in particular.
Oh, okay. Well, that just makes sense, isn't it? Like that.
Yeah. I just want to pick his brain a little bit and also just chat him up because, now granted, from what I hear, he is kind of a not antisocial, but like he's not a super social person. He kind of keeps to his own little bubble. So like it's not the kind of thing I want to push. But I feel like he does seem like a fun guy to talk to.
Do you know what I'll do? I'll be the guy that annoys him, and if he comes on, I'll invite you and be like, my friend Benjamin is like a 3D platform. I'll do that. Have you met Benjamin? And then I'll like stealthily DM Nitrad and say, can you call him Black Mage Maverick? It'd be really funny.
The funny thing is, you keep defaulting to that, but I'm like, the funny thing is, you could go further back if you really wanted to.
Listen, and if I do, you better be careful, okay? Because I'm gonna start calling you that instead.
Yeah, I say the moment you start using that old name, I'm gonna shrivel up like I was talking about earlier, shrivel and cringe.
It's what's it? Fuck. It's funny you mentioned Nitrorad because like I literally go on his channel and I see the top line of his like, because you know on someone's about section, the top line is like revealed, but and you can click more. And then his top line is warning: I never ask for game codes. If I got a request for a review code from me, it's an impersonator scamming you. And then I'm just like, and then I had like my Akira moment because I literally did see Nitrorad like trending on Twitter because somebody was impersonating him. Somebody was using like it was Nitro but with like 2 like R's, I think it was.
Yeah, same thing happened on Blue Sky. And I saw Nitrorad respond to it and basically was like laughing about the fact this was even happening. Yeah, I'm just like, because
like no disrespect, but like he's a big YouTuber in his own right, but like it's not like Nitrorad. You know?
Yeah. Well, again, he's big in like the indie space, so.
Oh, okay. So I guess that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah,
because like, I'm seeing the subscriber count. He's got a respectable amount. By no means.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those names. He's more of an indie space kind of person. Like, he was one of the people that helped spread the word about Pseudo Regalio when that came out, which was like a 3D platformer that really took off in popularity.
Okay.
He played a part in that.
The above is an email for general inquiries only. Not interested in paid offers. That's my goat right there. That's my goat.
Yeah.
I was also from Nova Scotia. He's your fellow Canuck. Is that what it is? That Canuck.
I mean, when I found that out, I'm just like, hey.
Okay, a little bit. That's when you become. I'm not gonna lie. There's nothing that triggers more national pride in me than figuring out that like someone I kind of like is also of the same area. I'm like, yeah.
True. Especially with like a YouTuber you're really enjoying, and you find out they're from the same country. It's like, let's go.
Yeah. And it's not even just like from the UK, but it's like they're from like London. I'm like, yeah. And it's like I find out it's like North London. I'm like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
That's my zone, baby. That's my area. always a good moment.
It's like instantly invited to the cookout.
Literally, I'm like, you're one of ours. You're one of our own. You're one of our own.
Speaking of the cookout, I don't remember why this came up, but in your server a few days ago, we were talking about different foods and like different different ways we cook things. And I had shared what I like to do when I make burgers, and instantly one of your mods was like, "Okay, you're invited to the cookout."
Okay, lay on, man. Let's see if you pass the Misty test.
Okay, so when I make burgers now, the first thing I do is, well, aside from like cooking the burger itself, is I'll take the bun already cut, and I'll put it in. We have like a toaster oven. Put it in there for a little bit, so it's nice, sort of like nice and crispy. Then the moment it's out, still fresh and hot, you butter or margarine it up. And then you add, depending on which one you have, either garlic salt or garlic powder, and basically make like a garlic toast cheeseburger. It is so good.
Not only are you invited to the cookout, you're on the grill, broski.
I got you covered.
You're on the you're my sous chef, broski. You're on the grill. I got the patties, you got the buns. You know what I'm saying?
All right, I'll take care of the buns. All good.
All right. Listen, I don't know, man. You're beating the white guy allegations, man. What the fuck? Dia de los Muertos? You chef up those buns? I'm like, what's happening here?
Yeah, well, I have my dad to thank for that because he loves to experiment with recipes. Like, oh, we've had this thing several times. Let's try something a little different. See how that works out. So, okay, I'm kind of at a point where, like, if I'm familiar enough with making a certain recipe, it's like, try something a little different. See how that works out. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, and you find out pretty quick.
But what if it's the texture, though? What if it's just weird and I don't like it and I want chicken nuggets all the time?
As someone who is a texture-based eater, I do understand that to a degree. There are certain things where I'm like, no, I can't do it. No, the texture's too weird. Nope.
I'm just slandering. It's my anytime I always slander texture Andy's, I always get no, it's not my fault, okay? And I'm just like,
yeah. It's one of those things where like I do kind of get it, but I also at the same time it's just like, okay, broski, just. Come on, you can work around this.
Always like, I've got like sus on you. Like, I'm doing like the Detective Dokes thing where I'm just like, okay, is it like actually, or are you just like, is that your excuse not to like buy anything but chicken nuggets? Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah. I'd say there are certain textures that like I can't handle, but I also, experiment with my food. So it's like, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other kind of thing. Actually, is that an expression outside of where I live?
What was the expression again?
6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
No. I based on context clues, I understood what you mean. Obviously, like, I think the equivalent would be like swings and roundabouts. Swings and roundabouts.
Gotcha.
Like that's kind of. I'm guessing you were kind of going for that vibe, but like I've never heard that one now.
Or alternatively, little column A, little column B kind of thing.
Yeah.
That actually reminds me. So, like, I've had talks about this with friends before about like Canadian stereotypes and which ones are true, which ones aren't. There's a fair few that aren't. There's a fair few that are. The whole A thing. Certain regions of Canada, yes, we do say A a lot. The one that I was shocked was a Canadian stereotype that, like, I had said this once to an American friend. They're like, "What are you saying?" Is saying, yeah, no, or no, yeah.
I'd say that's definitely a bit of a Britishism. Some people go like, yeah, no. I don't even know if that's a Britishism entirely. I've heard people say that though, but they're like, it's kind of like, they say like, no, yeah, like they start a sentence with that.
Yeah, apparently that's not a common thing in the U.S. I was saying that some U.S. friends are like, what are you doing? I was like,
interesting.
What, you've never heard that before?
No, interesting. I'm learning a lot. See, it's I always get annoyed whenever Americans do that. It's like I've said this before. Like I love my American brothers, okay, and I don't slander apropos of nothing. I slander like with precision, and when I need to. All right, don't like yes. No, I love you guys. I do. Okay, I love you guys. You guys are like some of the nicest people I've ever met, and that's not even a joke neither. I'll go to like America and like people are just like way too friendly for like no reason. I'm just like. Even by like London standards, because obviously London's a famously like unfriendly city because it's a city, but like even by like standards of like not being in London, you guys are still like unbelievably friendly. I don't care. But like I just can't understand when I hate it. It boils my blood when Americans do that thing where it's like, wait, you do this thing like this? What the fuck? It's like, yeah, but other countries exist, man. Yeah. Like, I'm not the kind of guy who will get mad if like you can't point out like Portugal on a map. Because it's fine. Like, you guys have a big enough country as it is. It's hard enough to remember all 50 states. I'm not expecting you to remember countries like an ocean away from you. Like, it's funny slander, but like I'm not joining in on that. But like whenever they go like, what the hell? They're so weird. It's like.
It's like other cultures exist, like, my dude.
Stop it, man. Stop. It's doing too much, okay?
Yeah. It's like at what point, and I'm not saying it actually is the case, but I'm like, at what point do you start claiming racism?
Yeah, I'm just like, it's either like ignorance the best, racism or worse. I'm just like, it's just annoying. It's just so annoying. Yeah. And I don't mind it when it's slander. It's just to clarify. Like when Americans go like,
oh, of course.
Hey, Musty, say water bottle, and I'm like, water bottle. See, it's a old joke, but like, at least you know enough about my culture to make a joke about it. I respect that, even if it's a bit tired, you know?
Yeah, of course.
When it's like, what the hell? I don't understand. When you do that, you guys are so weird. It's like, no, it's just growing up somewhere different. Fuck off.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I don't get. That's the number one time. Like,
I completely agree with you on that.
Top three things why would you throw a bomb there? Shut up, Sponge. You suck. Top three things I hate about Americans, that's got to be like number one. Number two has got to be every person who's ever said could care less instead of couldn't care less is an American.
Oh, that drives me crazy.
Yeah, that's number two for me. That's number two.
I literally, I had an argument with you people, not argument, but like, I had to clarify that your server. No, I had to clarify that with people in the server.
I don't with you people. Just say, alright, bitch, he's mad. Oh god, continue.
Yeah, no, again, I don't remember who it specifically was, but it was a handful of people in the server, I think it was like a week or so ago, that someone had said could care less, and I jumped in and was like, no, couldn't. And they're like, yeah, whatever. I'm like, no, it literally means something different.
It means the opposite of what you intend. So yeah, that's got to be like top two. I'm trying to think of a three to balance out this top three. I can't think of a third one right now, but that's got to be like top two. Did he fall off?
Yeah.
Oh, he did fall off. Oh my gosh.
I'm trying to think of what slanderous things to talk about. Of course, I gotta be careful because Americans are my neighbors, so I gotta be careful.
Yeah, they might.
I am within range.
They might turn you into the 51st state. Ooh, 51st. Ooh.
Okay, actually, that reminds me. I was told this by a friend years ago that this friend who lives in America, they had said that one time in school, a classmate had asked, which state is Canada in? Like, unironically.
Crazy,
like,
crazy work.
Not even the state of Canada, but like, as if Canada was a city in a state. It's like, gross.
Crazy work. Happens with it. Yeah, well, which state is it?
Yeah, which state is it?
Yeah,
you tell me, chat. What state do you think Canada's in?
I think my version of that is when it goes, oh, you British? You from London? It's like there's more to the fucking UK than London. Okay, where are you from? London.
Okay. Actually, no. That one of my favorites is when you say you're from a specific like country or like specific area of that country. You're like, hey, do you know so and so? And you're like,
no.
Yes. Totally.
Yeah, there's fucking 9 million people in this city. What do you mean? Do I know Tom Scott? Bro doesn't live in London. What do you mean?
No, not even Tom Scott. No. It'll be like, oh, I live in Canada. Oh, do you know my buddy Jimmy?
Oh, that's even. Oh, okay. I was thinking big scale. You're thinking like
no. It's not thinking small scale.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's too much.
Yeah. Do you know my buddy Jimmy? Ah, yes, I know Jimmy. Totally.
Are we talking about Jimmy McGill? Like he's a fictional character. Like, where are we getting at? Where are we getting at? Yeah, that's too much. Do you know?
And they'll be like, oh yeah, Jimmy lives in Edmonton. Yeah, I don't live in Edmonton. I'll live anywhere near Edmonton.
Crazy work. Honestly, I can't stand them. Can't stand them. Listen, I fuck with you Americans, but sometimes you guys, sometimes you people. That's gotta be one of my top favorite phrases that I hear. That I'm just like, ooh.
You people.
Yeah, when I hear like when someone says "you people," you know it's with malice. There's a
you
little
can feel
bit of
the
malice
vitriol when they say it.
You can hear it. You're like, ooh, you people. It's like you're othering yourself away from these. Like, okay, all right, I see you about.
It's the classic. You're not affiliated with me. Just and without even saying anything extra, just the tone that you're saying it.
Literally. Why do you people? Crazy work. But it's just been a lot of fun having a chat with you. But I think I'm gonna switch it up. It's fun talking to you though, man.
All right.
My best friend Benjamin, best friend ever made.
Okay. I was gonna roll with it now. Character development.
Oh, unbelievable. He hates me, guys. I have a good one. Peace.
I see ya.
Peace. Oh, he hates me, guys. Man. I wish me and him are best friends, but he just hates me. He hates me so much, guys. Yeah, guys, this is gonna be like a sad stream now. Couldn't wait to get out. couldn't wait. Yeah, you missed a lot. I'm just sad. I'm sad and skibbity now. Very sad. Sad reacts. I'm like at a 40% energy, man. I don't know. Do you watch anything? Is it also really hot where you are? Yes. It's unbearably hot. I was gonna stream earlier today, but like it was genuinely too hot to stream. I'm afraid my PC would explode. And I was like, I need more time, you know? It's your birthday today? Happy birthday. Again, it was like 30 degrees in London, and like that's not too bad. Listen, the humidity. It's not the heat. It's the humidity. All right, okay, chat. I shouldn't have actually hung up with Benjamin. I'm gonna quickly grab some food, okay? And then we'll watch something, okay? How about that? Like 5 minutes. I got stuff. I got a pizza from the little bakery, so I won't be that long, okay? And see, that's the worst part, guys, right? Is that, like, we sound like we're constantly coping when we say it's different in the UK. But, like, last year I went to Belgium, and, like, it was 35 degrees on some days there. It wasn't 35, I don't think it was that. I think it was, like, 31. And, yeah, the heat was way more bearable. Way more bearable. Because it's just not, like, super humid. Like, I went to Somalia as well when I was a kid. I remember it being hot. I remember that's Somalia as well. That shit gets to like 38 sometimes. I think I even creeped up over 40 at one point. And that's how it goes, man. It's crazy. It may be a little bit exacerbated by the fact that I'm wearing a scarf, but like, I'm wearing it like very loosely, you know? Very loosely. Well, that's ended the break. Break has ended. Alright, gamers. Let's get a bit more joy and whimsy in our life. I need more joy and whimsy in my life, gamers. I'm sad. I'm sad in Skibbity Toilet. Let's get some more whimsy. Stream outside? No. When are you going to stream Super Mario Treasure World? I don't know what that is. What is that? Why did you just come into my chat and make up a whole game? Why are you like making stuff up now? What is this? Hang on. Super Mario Treasure, it's a Kaizo ROM hack. Kaizo. And moi. You think that's... Yeah? For me? And moi? Kaizo. Have I ever looked like that kind of gamer to you? I heard someone said I'm rocking the Smash Bros haircut, but like... Kaizo. I can understand if you think I can wave dash. I can't do Kaizo. Mods, time that guy out. Who was it? Time that guy out. Ban that guy. There we are. Gone. Know your place, okay? Unbelievable. They were fun. I can't do Kaizo. Okay, thank you. I've never played the original Super Mario 64 before. In fact, I'd rather just play the original at this point. I've only ever played like 64 DS. I don't think I've ever like beaten the original to completion. I better off playing that. I better off doing that and going, oh, it's such a household classic. Gamers! We're champions of England. You'll never sing that. But this person wants 6 minutes of my time. 6 minutes! This better be good. Repeat? This better be fucking good, okay? Or I'm gonna send harassment to your house. I'm gonna send his name is John Harassment, by the way. He's gonna be bothering you all day if you don't make my time any good, okay? He's gonna be bothering you. He's gonna follow you from behind, but then every time you turn around and look at him, he's gonna look away and nonchalantly whistle with his hands behind his back, so the police will never know. Let's see what you're up against, though.
Hi, I'm Reappear, and today we're going to talk about whimsy and how to make a life that is worth living.
I would say what makes life worth living is the little bakery, because it has these like mini pizzas, and you warm up a little bit. Sometimes I put extra cheese on them or like a slice of salami. I haven't gone that this time, but sometimes they're very, very nice. When I say sometimes, I mean all the time. If you're asking me right now, what is one tip, Musty, I can use to make my life a little more whimsical? Allow me to take a drink so I'm not talking with my mouth open. I'd say it's try to always have something to look forward to. It sounds like a tiny thing, but believe me, it makes a world of difference when you know, oh, okay, like on Saturday, I'm doing this with my friends, or on in July, I'm going on a holiday with blank. Just schedule stuff. Schedule stuff. You have no idea how great it is when you have something to look forward to. That's why I love football so much, because I know that every weekend I can watch my beloved football team play, and the rest of my next week depends. The mood depends on how well they did. So do that. Okay, that's my one tip.
One of my biggest insecurities growing up was that I was overly friendly, overly whimsical, and creative to the point where I came across as unserious and naive. I'm a 24-year-old woman that wears heart-shaped glasses, shirts with fan art that I've made, and Converse with fruits embroidered into them. I viewed myself as the poster child for goofiness. And recently, I've been coming to terms with being less insecure about doing everything that I do with a touch of creativity, because I'd rather come across as unserious than come across as fucking miserable.
True! Oh my god, that's amazing! For me, it's like, I kind of had this middle ground where, like, I don't want to come across as miserable, but at the same time, I don't want to wear my whimsy on my sleeve. That's kind of where I'm at. I'm at the same place mentally as you. It's just, for me, I'm just like, I'd rather wear all black when I'm outside. Not because I'm not whimsical, but because I'd rather just, like, I don't want the world to see that I'm whimsical. I'd rather just, like, someone talk to me and be like, shit, that Mystic guy was kind of cool, wasn't he? That's what I'd rather, personally. That's just kind of my style of doing it. That's what I do it. No one else needs to know that.
In other words, being whimsical genuinely makes my life more livable, and it probably could for you too. So what does it actually look like to live a life with whimsy? Well, for me, it comes down to 4 basic tenets.
Give us the tenets.
The first is that you have to listen to your inner child. Children are the epitome of whimsy. You give a child something as dull as a rock, and they will find a way to create a wonderful world around it. The truth is, when we get older, we tend to lose sight of that which makes us childlike.
I agree. I think it's one of those things where, as an adult, you become like a bit more, I won't say fixated, but like, you kind of want to do things efficiently. You want to do things by the books. You just kind of want to, firstly, it just makes things, hiding your power level, true. It kind of makes things easier in a world where when you're an adult, sometimes it's just a bit too overwhelming to navigate. But sometimes you just do have to embrace that inner child. I think if you're asking how does it manifest in me? It manifests in me when I'm streaming a video game. One thing I love doing, you see, I think in my Donkey Kong Bonanza playthrough, exemplified this the best. How many times when I play that game, if you guys remember, where I'm just like, oh, you're obviously supposed to use Snake Bonanza. Do you know, can I do it with Ostrich though? Can I do this while riding a rock with Ostrich? Because I'm just like, I just want to see if I can. It's not the optimal way. The game is obviously telling me you do it this way, but I'm just like, what if that? It'd be kind of funny, wouldn't it? I was like, there's no real reason for me to do it like differently from the way the game asks. Kind of just won me though, because it's funnier. So that's kind of what I'm like. You kind of just got to do something because it's funny, you know? Just because it's funny.
We often look back on our childhood as the fondest moments and wonder what happened to us.
Yeah, and this is why, and this is the reason why 9 times out of 10, if someone goes to me and goes, hey, mister, do you want to do this thing? Like 9 times out of 10, if you're someone I fuck with, the only reason I'm going to say no is if I'm actually busy. Like 9 times out of 10, I'm just like, you know, I'm just there for the experience. I'm just there for the vibe. I'm there to have a funny story to tell later, you know? So if you're like, hey, mister, do you want to like, it's the reason I went on the Zelda Dudes podcast, because I saw their podcast and it's very Zelda focused. I'm just like, what the hell is a tourist like me going to do on this podcast? And I'm just like, fuck it, why not? let me just go on there now. And they were lovely gentlemen to have a chat with. But I definitely felt a little out of place there. But it was very, very fun at the same time. That's what it is. Yeah, you have to embrace a little bit of like, yeah, fuck it, why not? Let's do it.
And I don't blame us for that.
Yeah, I don't blame people for that.
You do not have to worry about rent, student debt, and all the things in between. So what I mean by you should listen to your inner child is that you should find ways to fuse your adult responsibilities with your childlike sensitivities. For me, that translates to dressing exactly how I want. If I'm wearing a blue outfit, I like
again, for me, that translates to I kind of just like doing whatever like comes to mind. That's kind of what I'm like. So it manifests differently in everyone. Obviously with her, it's like clothing. With me, it's just like activities. With you, it might manifest a different way. But it is very, very important. In a adult world that's like got a lot of doom and gloom, you have to make a lot of the joy. It's why I tell people when, with birthdays is like the ultimate example where when you're a kid, your mom organizes a party, you invite your friends, and like most of the heavy lifting is done for you. As an adult, like you can't just sit there and be so, oh, no one remembered my birthday. Did you remind people it was your birthday? Did you invite them out to do something? No. Brother, your friends like have wives and kids now. Did you expect them to drop everything for a random day on the calendar? Yeah? Be real with me. Come on, do something. Do something!
Wear my shark-themed earrings to match it. And if I'm wearing shark-themed earrings, why not do some shark-themed eyeliner? You get my point. For me, it gets to a point where, if I'm not dressed whimsically, I feel suffocatingly inauthentic. And sometimes I wonder if I should start dressing a little bit more sensible, but then I realize that if I starve myself from authenticity for the sake of how others perceive me, I'll end up living a life that everybody but me wanted me to live.
Yeah, I'd say, again, like I said, that manifests for me in like the things I say, because like I pride myself in like my ability to just, not my ability, but my consistency of just like saying how I feel. Now, obviously, tact is an entirely different ballgame, but with me, you will always have that authenticity of like, you're never going to get me in private saying a different thing to what I say in public. It's just not going to happen. To me, that's where the inauthenticity comes from. I might say it differently. Like in private, obviously, if it's a private conversation that isn't being recorded, I might be a bit more like flippant with it. But you put me in front of a camera and I'll say the same thing, just maybe a bit more diplomatically. It's the same opinion, you know, regardless. But that's kind of how it manifests in me. It's like the idea of someone like me being told I couldn't say something on, like, if it's like a secret, if someone told me to keep it, obviously that's different. But like the idea of like me, oh, Misty, you shouldn't do this, because it's like, no, shut up, I don't care. What are you talking about? I'll say what I want, all right? What are you talking about? Why would I, like, under what circumstances would it behoove me to like not be honest, you know? It doesn't. Go away.
The second tenet is that you should lead with your heart as much as you lead with your mind.
Yeah.
I think that if more people led with their heart, the world would just be a better place. So many people are so negative that their pessimism radiates onto other people. Have you ever been in an office with a grumpy coworker? It's like that. Some people are great at making the world feel inhospitable.
Oh, believe me, guys, I'm telling you this now. If you're this kind of person, and I mean this as honestly as I possibly can, please fucking stop. I'm serious. Please fucking stop. Life is already more miserable enough as is. We don't need you just like making things worse. and that's not to say you can't be upset because things are happening. But like, if you're, I'll say this to be a bit more candid, right? If the very first thing that comes out of your mind when someone suggests something is, I don't know, like, what do you mean you don't know? Unless you can give me like a reason, I don't care. I don't care. For me, it's like, if like you invite me out to do something, I'm like, sure, I'm in, let's fucking go. It's like, well, how are you going to get back, Misty? Like, the trains are not going to be gone. I'll find a fucking way. Don't worry about it, man. I will be there. Do you know, I said I'll be there. Let's do something, you know? That's kind of where I'm at. We'll sort the particulars later. And if it turns out I can't do it, then sure. But I'm not going to be like, what about this? What about, like, obviously sometimes it behooves you to think, but like more often than not, I'm just kind of like, I will do the more whimsical thing first and then figure out if I need to read it back, then the opposite. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to be that kind of guy that's like, but what about this? And you have to go, but this is like, okay, but what about it? No, for me, it's the opposite. If you say, I'm like, you son of a bitch, I'm in. And then if it turns out it's unfeasible, I'm like, okay, maybe we should think of something first. You know, maybe we should plan this out a bit better. You know, I feel like, hey, Misty, let's go to Japan. I'm there. Unfortunately, my wallet has like a colony of spiders. So unless you're paying for both of us, then I don't think I'll be there, unfortunately. I used to be friends with someone who was always miserable and always complained. Every day he'd complain to me about the state of the world, and it kind of just made me miserable too. Yeah, I think that's the... that's the number one most important thing, is that if you know there's someone in your life that's doing this, I promise you, without realizing it, they're making you way more miserable. That is a promise. That's an absolute promise. The number one worst person you can be around is that kind of person. Do you know what I mean? And do you know what I do when I meet that kind of person? I make fun of them for it, and I don't mean it like a cuntish sort of way. Like, say, for example, I'm doing a shift with a coworker who's a bit of like a pessimistic Perry. I'll just have fun with it, because I'm like, if you're going to be miserable, I'm going to like have fun with your misery. That's what I'm going to do. I'll let it turn around and explain. Thank you so much, Ross.
Food for the spider colony.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It's just that time of month where I'm kind of waiting for the end of the month to roll around, you know? I appreciate it. Like, for example, let's say, for example, I was talking to a coworker and be like, oh man, another long shift, right? And it's like, yeah, that explains the long face of yours, eh? Listen, if you're going to try and make me miserable, I'm just going to have fun with it. I don't care. I'm just going to make fun of it. If that requires me to make fun of you, I'll do that. I don't care. Or sometimes what I'll do is, whenever they go into like I'm like, do you think the woman over there knows that like there's like a piece of tape stuck to her knee? Do you see that? It's like, no, yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Yeah, it's just, yeah, it's strange. Sorry, were you saying something? I don't. Because and that's not to say you can't talk about like miserable things, obviously, but there's a time and place for that. You know, there's a time and place. Like that's not to say I don't be miserable, but like for example, when you tune into a stream of mine, you're not going to get that side of me because that just doesn't make for good entertainment. It just doesn't. I'll get real if I have to, but I'm not going to be like, Lasai, oh, everyone is being, oh, you guys are. Oh, shut up, man. Just go away. You guys want like the funnies or the reals, one of the two, you know? When I feel miserable, I want to lock myself in a room and do nothing. So I once thought I'm miserable, so they don't deserve it rubbing off on them. I think you might be like going a bit too far in the opposite direction. If you're miserable, obviously that doesn't mean make everyone else's life more miserable, obviously. I think if you have the self-awareness to know you're being miserable and other people don't like it, I think you should also have the self-awareness to be able to talk the problems out to make yourself a bit less miserable. I think that could work because, yeah, like the kinds of people that are usually quite miserable don't know that that's what they're like. But you obviously know that's what you're like, so you can potentially potentially find other ways to like get yourself out of that funk, you know? Unless it's something a bit long term, in which case that's obviously that's a bit different. But I know if I'm in a funk, then like I'm not going to avoid talking to my fiance because I'm in a funk. I'm going to talk to her because she knows how to get me out of the funk. So I trust her to do that. I still love my life, you know. That's kind of how it works. It's funny because that'd make me less miserable. Oh, hell yeah, it would.
Your job is to do and be the opposite. I used to be the type of person that felt I needed to set a certain impression of myself to people so that they wouldn't mess with me. And sometimes that's still a very applicable thing, like if you start a new job or enter a hostile environment. But I also realized that if I carry myself with positivity and kindness, that I'm basically impenetrable.
Yep.
It's as if whimsy creates a bubble around you that very few can burst because you won't let them.
Yeah, it's like, I imagine like if someone doesn't like me, it must be really hard to not like me. And not because like I'm such a likable person, because like if you're like, man, fuck that Sir Musty guy, he's such react slop. Like, you know, I'm just gonna be like, yeah. Where's the lie? Damn, that Sir Musty guy's so mean. And rightfully so, you dumb bitch. Like, it must be really hard because it's like, wherever you throw at me, like I'm just gonna be like, true. And yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. It must be kind of hard in that sense because like, what could you possibly say that would get under my skin? Not really that, but like, and if you did say something like, I might be annoyed briefly, but then I just can get rid of you and it'd be over, you know? That's the thing. It must be, it's hard, I'm telling you. It must be really, really hard. Beat him up, shaking his desk right now.
A lot of people mistake happy, whimsical people for being weak or naive. But the reality is that the ability to not let others' shitty vibes ruin your day, week, or life is far more intimidating. For me, I actually feel bad for people who don't exude whimsy now, because it's far more liberating than holding on to too much frustration.
Yeah, true, honestly.
The third tenet is to make everything creative, especially boring tasks. Life is full of monotony.
My favorite instance of this chat is I've not really been using TikTok a lot lately. I say that, but ever since we won the league, I've been scrolling on TikTok a lot and liking every Arsenal-related post of people celebrating. But like outside of that, I've not really been using TikTok that much. But me and Twilight decided to like make a dumb game. It's literally just like the dumbest game on planet Earth. What we'll do is we'll both be sitting on the sofa scrolling TikToks at the same time, and like I'll give her like a lose condition, and she'll give me a lose condition. And whoever hits it first, like, loses, essentially. So, for example, I'll be like, honey, in the next 20 TikToks, you need to avoid finding someone with a poster in the background. And then she gives me, like, a fair equivalent. She'll be like, okay, in the next 20 TikToks, you need to avoid finding someone who is wearing gloves. So then we'll go, like, 1, 2, 3, scroll. And then if someone loses, then, like, they have to, like, make dinner. That's what we do. It's, you gotta find... You just got to find something. What happens to someone? You just choose the punishment. Really, it depends. You can. It's a game we just made up, so you can make up the punishment or make up the game. That's how it goes. You just got to make stuff up. That's how. That's great. That sounds fun. Yeah. So also what you can do, by the way, if you guys are actually playing that game, if you end up doing 20, because we do it to 20. Sometimes 15. Sometimes we do 15 if we're feeling of a shorter game. But 20 is usually a good cap, or 15, right? If both of you end up like winning essentially by not bumping into the thing in 15 scrolls, do it again, but make it more like vague. Like, I think we had a game where we won 3 times in a row. So I'm like, okay, we're going to do it. Lose conditions if you find a black guy. All right. And it's like, okay, lose conditions if you find a white girl. And it's like, where did 67 down? So like make it like general to start, and then like make it more vague until someone loses. That's how you do it, gamers. If you're playing it, that's how you play it, okay? If you took the idea from me, no need to quit it, okay?
Boredom. There's no way you can file your taxes with a big smile on your face unless you were getting a huge tax refund that year.
I wish I was.
But that doesn't mean you can't find ways to creatively engage with that which is void of creativity. Sometimes that can translate to something a little bit silly, like putting food coloring in your iced coffee so it turns blue. Other times it can be reminding yourself that you are part of such a big world and imagining ways that your existence might ripple in ways that surprise you. Maybe you go on a hike and pick up a small seed on your shoe that ends up falling off on the complete opposite end of the city a few days later. Maybe that seed actually survives and in 30 years stands tall as a proud tree that only exists because you do too. The fourth tenet in whimsy.
Yeah, sometimes it's like, sometimes I stop to think just how much of a ripple effect life is, you know? Like, if I didn't bump into my old friend group while playing Call of Duty, none of you guys would be watching me right now. That's such a, sometimes I just stop and think of like all the butterfly effects that had to happen to get me to where I am, and I'm just like, man, life is insane like that, isn't it? Fucking crazy.
Is actually the most whimsical because it's the most unpredictable. The fourth tenet is resilience. It seems antithetical that a concept as wonderful as whimsy could be associated with something as rigid and intimidating.
What would you do instead? I have no fucking idea. I'll be so real with you. I've been doing this hobby for like, now turned part-time job for like 10 years. I'm just like, it's been so long where like I can't imagine a version of me where I wasn't doing this. So I'm just like, that's like a fundamentally different person. If you asked me that 5 years ago, I might have an answer, but like I don't think I have an answer now. I'll be honest with you. I don't think I have an answer. Because if it wasn't for this, like think about it, just be real, like deep it for a second. If I didn't meet a friend group while playing Call of Duty, I wouldn't be doing this. And if I wasn't doing this, who knows what the fate of my job would be? Would I still be working security? Would I have gone back to university? Would I have moved career? Would I have done something? I would never have met my fiance, neither. So that's a massive pillar in my life I wouldn't have had. I wouldn't have met Scott the Was either, my best friend. Yeah. So like, it's just, there's so many ripple effects that you can do that starts with that point where I'm just a different guy. I'm just such a different fucking guy, man. I owe some of my friendships to shitty drawings I made years ago. They may be shitty, but that doesn't mean, they mean a lot to my friends. Yeah, literally. It's crazy. So crazy. I have no goddamn clue. Yeah. Especially like if you're on the younger side as well. Like, it's even worse because like there's like less of your life to look back on without it. For me, I'm just like, yeah, it's been 10 years. It's been so fucking... When I think about I've been doing this shit for 10 years, man. What the fuck? I have no idea what kind of guy I'd be. When I played Pikmin Bloom for 2 weeks, I'd not have been doing basically anything I'm doing right now. Crazy ripple effects. When you really deep it, sometimes it just gets insane. I've heard posts online of the people that say they didn't think they'd make it past 20, celebrating their 30th birthday. That's kind of me. If you asked me at 16 would I have made it to like 20, I would have been like, I don't think I would have gone through with it, just to clarify, but like I did not think I was gonna be that long for this world. But like now I'm just like, get me into a life expectancy at the minimum, okay?
As resilience. We have to trust
you got me for another 50 years at least, okay?
Because resilience is the wrapping paper that keeps everything together. If you're resilient, it means that you're able to push through hard times and keep being positive. A lot of people look at positive, happy people and think that they're always like that, that it's an effortless endeavor.
Oh, trust me. Oh, it's not. Like, being the way I am, it takes a bit of effort. I'm not going to, like, it comes naturally to me. But the only reason this comes naturally to me is because I've been doing it for so long. You know, it's like a muscle. It's like when people say, like, man, how do you, like, talk for, like, 6 hours sometimes and just, like, not run out of things to say or not, like, get tired? I'm like, built different, isn't it? I'm fucking built different, bro. I'm built different. But it's just a muscle. Like, I've been doing it. When I first started streaming, I could barely last an hour and a half without my throat giving out. The trick is to just stay hydrated, by the way. That's just the number. That's what it is, really. I have, like, a water bottle, a Red Bull, I have some cider in the fridge, Coke cherry, and pink lemonade. That's what I got. So I'm never running out. There's no reality in which the Sir Mostly house runs out of drink. That's how it goes.
But the reality is, Being so in control of your life, environment, and thoughts that you're able to roll through life with a pocket full of sunshine is actually pretty tough.
I think that it's really tough when you haven't really had the time to really think about how your brain works. And that's not like a dig at anyone or a dig at you if you haven't done that. But like, I know, for example, when I was 20, the idea of like perceiving my own thoughts or just like having I don't know if this describes you, chat, but I remember when I was in my 20s, I'm like, oh, like I need to be doing something because if I'm left alone with my thoughts, I'm going to hate myself. That was me to a T when I was like 19, 20. But like now, I love the idea of being alone in my own thoughts. It lets me think. It lets me think on my own. It lets me be introspective. It lets me reflect. It keeps me humble. I stay humble. I stay very humble in that regard. But like when you're younger, you haven't really figured out who you are, and you're not comfortable with yourself long enough to be introspective enough to figure out how your brain ticks, so you know where the dials of whimsy go. Because obviously, for every, like, I can explain what keeps me whimsical, but that might be like a nightmare for you. Do you know what I mean? So I can't give you the key to it. It's impossible for me to. I can give you like tips and what have you, but I can't give you the key because only you know how your brain works. You know exactly what makes you tick, how to avoid those triggers, and be able to like navigate those triggers if they were to come about. Like, if you're asking me, for example, I hate the idea of like anyone who isn't a part of like my sphere of like content being involved in my stuff, and as a result I don't really talk about anyone. Like I don't name any of my like sisters by name or like my aunties or uncles or anything like that. I usually keep it vague because I'm just like, I know if I was to keep talking about them and someone was to like say something the wrong way about them, I'd get really fucking annoyed about that, you know? So I'm just like, if I don't name drop them or like do anything like that, it makes them not a part of like my world. Therefore, I know people, I know I'm not gonna get annoyed. Because if someone makes fun of me, I'm okay with that. But if someone made fun of someone I talked about for a reason, that pissed me off. So what do I do to avoid it? I don't talk about them. Or if I do, I keep it vague and say like my uncle did, or my older brother did, or my sister did, or my auntie did, or my mum did, you know? Unless it's Ozzy, because Ozzy's been a part of my content, so he's a mod in my chat, so obviously he's here. But yeah, that's what it is. Like everyone has their own like things that make them tick. You gotta figure that out. You gotta figure that out and know how to navigate them, you know? I'm thankful I had this time to reflect because at 28, introspection builds perspective, which makes me enjoy life even more. It's what happens. It's called the Great Mellowing. That's what I call it. I call it the Great Mellowing. There comes a time when like, somewhere between like 24 and like 27, where like you just start mellowing out and thinking and being like, oh shit, I've got like 50 more years of this shit. I better figure out how the old noggin works, eh? And then once you do, you're like, oh, then you achieve some nirvana. It's amazing how that works, chat. It's amazing, trust me. If you haven't reached that process now, you'll reach it soon, okay? That's a promise.
Honestly, as whimsical as I say I am, I struggle with this too. The other
sometimes
day,
I do.
was rejected from a job for being too cheery. It was a job where my sole task was to support other people.
That's
but
shitty.
instead of getting down about it, even though I could low-key use the money, I know that I am resilient and that I will be just fine.
So it's a place you didn't even want to work at anyway. Do you know what I mean? So it just doesn't. The way I see it is that like, yeah, could I have used the money? But I'm just like, I would have hated working there anyway, so what's the point, you know?
So, a big part of being whimsical is actually utilitarian. You utilize whimsy to push through life, regardless of the obstacles it throws at you, with a strong sense of creativity and positive thinking. The art of being whimsical is such that it provides you a philosophy to live life with as much gratification as possible. In finding satisfaction or fun in even the most shitty or mundane situations, you become the type of person that makes a room light up. And in times where you lose your whimsy, that's also okay too.
Yeah.
That's all part of the journey. And
I think it's one of those things where when you become one of those people that can like be a beacon for others, when people notice, if you've made enough of an impact in people's lives where like they notice that you're not being your usual self, people will help. You know what I mean? Like it might take sometimes reaching out, but like people will help. Like I know, for example, whenever I'm having like a rough day, I know the people in my life are like, hey, listen, mister, what the fuck's happening? Like it's been like a whole 90 seconds since you laughed. What the hell is what's happening here, broski? Just sat up with you, and I'm just like, Benjamin H wouldn't be my friend. I know. Benjamin H hates me, that's why.
Wouldn't be whimsy without a little bit of turbulence anyway. So I make you a pinky promise that if you add a little bit of whimsy to your life, it will all get a lot better.
Yeah, I agree.
This video was different and a little bit shorter than my usual video.
I agree, games. Oh my god. Oh my god, I agree. I agree. Yes. 6 minutes well spent, baby. I love whimsy and joy. I love whimsy and joy, Charlie. I love it. It's amazing. Big fan. You're not a repeater. I'm gonna subscribe. I'll keep notifications off though, okay? You're not getting my notifications just yet. Okay, you have to earn that, all right? I'll subscribe, okay? I'll subscribe because I'm feeling whimsical. You know, I'm feeling whimsical. But yeah, honestly, like it's interesting to put like kind of somewhat of the life philosophies I follow in a 6-minute video. So that was actually really good. I really like that. They made a Doom Master. No, this was good. This was a small YouTuber gem in a sea of small YouTuber slop. You know how much I love slandering them. Let's have a look at the comments, shall we? And see what everyone had to say. How many views did this end up? Oh, it's got 35k. Okay, this did a little bit of algorithm surfing, didn't it? Sick. I apologize for the fast speaking. I've often thought I speak too fast. I think you were fine. I think you're fine. Still beginner, but it feels like a hobby. I think you're doing fine in that as well. Being silly is serious business. True. Thank you for saying that it's okay to lose your whimsy. I was non-stop whimsy train going through life with an iron fist of love. Came to a complete dead hole a few years ago. And I finally had a chance to start resuming some things that I was is completely gone. Hang on. But that person that I was is completely gone. I have no idea who they were, so it's really hard to pretend to be them or to do nice things that I like to do. It's funny because I had all the answers for what I'm dealing with now. I'm slowly trying to thaw my own eyes. I hope it's done soon. Yeah, it happens sometimes. You know, it's just life. I'm so glad this resonated. I also wanted to add to the point in because I'm so similar to you. I fell off the whimsy train but a few years ago, but I got back on not that long ago. I actually think there's people who lose but regain their whimsy end up being better off because of it. And now we know what hardship is like. We know that good times are even better, if that makes sense. Yeah, I agree. It happens. Sometimes life will drain the whimsy out of you, but when you come back stronger, it's even better, okay? Remember, what the horses consider plays, the monkey considers business. True. You know what? Pin that guy. As Taddy Hill once said, wouldn't the world be better off if we took the nonsense more seriously? That's true. I agree, gamers. Everyone is so whimsical in this comment section. Oh my god, everyone's so whimsical. Yes. Feels great. And plus I wouldn't hide because you're too, yeah, literally, not even worth it. I filed my tax with whimsy, but now the IRS is auditing me. Listen, HMRC, don't do that, okay? I would never shortchange HMRC. HMRC is one of the most whimsiest things on planet Earth. I'm too broke for whimsy. There's no price tag on whimsy. What do you mean? Oh, what silly goo. I'm downtrodden. You could be whimsical and broke. Lord knows I was for the longest time. Now I'm whimsical and less broke. At the risk of being one of the miserable people, I've been stuck in a rut while at work and some other stalled obligations. Really enjoyed the video, but I feel so lost on how to find whimsy again. After being locked in and fighting to survive for so long. You turn to this topic again, I'd love to hear people like you admire to stay strapped with a pocket full of sunshine. When I first met, I didn't anticipate such a large response, so I kept the content short, lacking in nuance. I have an aunt that's a really hard worker. She'd often spend her 20s and 30s in an airport because she had to fly so much for work. She never gets to stay in the same place for too long, longer than a few days, and it became really exhausting for her well-being. Flash forward to a few years ago, I had to fly on my own for the first time and I reached out to her for advice. I was expecting pretty practical advice like checking a few hours beforehand, always travel with XYZ, but what she ended up saying when she travels is that she imagines everyone is a teddy bear waddling over to their childlike task. Like the guy in the business suit is actually a serious teddy bear going on a serious business meeting about honey. Something silly like that. A family of teddy bears might be traveling to Goldilocks' house. It sounds really silly, but advice really helped me cut through the monotony and the stress of flight and what was waiting for me on the other side because it was ridiculous yet grounding. Truthfully, I really struggle with the balance of work, stalled obligation, and keeping whimsical. Well, my aunt's so serious and so professional, yet she's such a beauty to be around. I don't know. It felt weird. I felt weird about it. I felt even weirder offering advice because I'm so flawed myself. Like my current job is working with kids, which is a little easy to be whimsical about. You know, if I worked in insurance or something, you know. Sorry for the nothing burger of an answer, but I totally think so. Well. I think that's a simple way. Like I think adding simple whimsy, like adding simple funny things to life can be an easy way to start. You know. What did you miss? Or you don't want to know the horror. You don't want to know the horror. The horror games, the horror. Utilitarian positivity. I agree. There's just too much whimsy here. There's too much whimsy and joy, and I love everyone here. I love everyone here. Everyone here is great. Maturing is the easy part of growing up. The hard part is holding on to the important things from your childhood. The things that make you, you. C.S. Lewis put it well, when I became a man, I put away the childish things, including the fear of childishness and the desire to be very grown up. Sad. Very sad. You're never too old to be whimsical, guys. You're never too old. Everyone loves this comment. Everyone loves this YouTuber. As should you. Go subscribe, gamers. Go subscribe. Go subscribe and get some whimsy in your life. All right. Get some whimsy in your life. There seems to be a lot of like, I'm 24 and I think I'm a fit. Damn, it seems to be like I'm Gen Z and I give up on success. Very introspective. An introspective Zoomy, huh? Hi, I'm Gen Z and capitalism ruined my ability to relax. Yeah, capitalism will do that. It's kind of like standing there with a crowbar off screen. I hate it. Video gem instead of video slop. Amazing. Very whimsy pilled. I agree, gamers. I agree. Alright, gamers. Speaking about whimsy pilled, this one might be a bit chicanery pilled. I've seen this one recommended to me a couple of times. I'm kind of curious. Guys, it's been a while. Congrats on Arsenal winning the Premier League. Oh, you mean this whole thing? Oh, you mean this? Oh, my bad. I didn't realize that I had a scarf that said champions on it. I had no idea. I had no idea. Champions of England, is that us? I had no idea. Alright, gamers, you know what? It's been a while since we found Game Freak Labad. So how's about we watch a little bit of Game Freak Labad? Let's do it. Let's see. Pokemon videos always tend to be fucking crazy. Let's see if this one joins the gambit. This is how Game Freak sounds to me by Mo Hates Media. Damn, bro. He makes videos about media and he hates it? Shit. Does he mean he hates himself? Classic IHE paradox there, buddy. Let's see what this is all about. Oh, guys, you get it, guys? It's a VHS TV, CRT, with like old games on there. Yes. It's old gem. Okay, Game Freak.
Hi,
yeah.
I'm Game Freak.
Hey, Game Freak.
And I want you to play my game.
Okay, when? Now? I mean, I could. I've been meaning to play Pokemon Indigo. I think that's a ROM hack Twilight told me about. I think I'm going to stream that on Palkia, actually.
A game with monsters in a natural world. Yeah, some of them have clothes on and they look like people, and you're not going to like that, but we're going to do it again and again. And again, and if you complain about it, people who like these are going to say this guy used to exist and you were okay with that, but you weren't okay with it.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'll give you something. I'll give you this, Mo. I have never heard anyone complain about this in my life. I'll be so honest. I've definitely heard the archetype of argument over, oh, well, it happened in the past, so why are you not okay with it now? I've heard that. That's a common archetype, especially in the Pokemon space. I've never heard anyone go, man, Pokemon was so humanoid. Why are they so weird and they have clothes on? Well, Mr. Mime did it. I've never seen this in my life before. It kind of took me by surprise, I'll be honest. I kind of took me by surprise. All right, sure.
But we're going to do it again and again and again. And if you complain about it, people who like these are going to say this guy used to exist and you were okay with that, but you weren't okay with it.
Okay, then you can just mention that. You can just mention
New Pokemon guy unlocked.
guy who doesn't like Pokemon that looks like they have clothes on and thinks he can't debate it because people usually checkmate him. And it's like, no, you can just say that. What do you make it seem like Pokemon fans are gonna like pipe bomb your house? If they go, okay, well they've done it before, and it's like, well yeah, but I didn't like it before, and they'll be like, oh okay, interesting. What makes you not like it? If the conversations you're having are that stilted, I don't know where you're going to have these conversations. Are you going on Twitter? That's your mistake. We call that people online.
It was the 90s. There wasn't social media. You couldn't complain about it out loud. So nobody knows that you didn't like that thing. And they will use that thing that you don't like to justify the cat with the thigh gap.
PTSD to the Why Does DK Wear Overalls podcast.
It is definitely giving Why Does DK Wear Overalls podcast vibes. It's definitely giving that. Can we hear that again, please?
Didn't like that thing. And they will use that thing that you don't like to justify the cat with the thigh gap. Because we freaky like that.
I'm gonna be so honest with you, Mo. Can I be like really honest with you for like 2 seconds? I think you might just be like sussing yourself there. Because like in the circles that I operate, I've never seen anyone lewd the Meowscarada. Like, I'm not like completely obtuse. I can imagine it happening, obviously, but like when you're talking about like lewdable Pokemon, obviously I'd go your Lopunnies, your Vaporeons, your Gardevoirs. Meowscarada doesn't come to mind. So I'm just like, what kind of sordid corners have you been in where you've seen this? Because unless you're providing proof, then I'm just like 87% male, by the way. Is there something you need to tell us, Mo? Because, I mean, I'd be okay with it. You know, Pride Month's around the corner. But, like, what do your parents think? I don't think they'd be very happy with you. Because not because you're gay, but because you're looting the Pokemon. That's just really weird. Really weird, honestly. In fact, they'd probably rather you were gay. I know if my son came out to me and said, Dad, I'm gay, I'd be like... but, like, if I opened up his history and it was just, like, Rule 34 Magneton, I'd be like, that's a bit weird, son. At least go for Gardevoir like a normal person.
I put the freaking Game Freak. Also, why are you thinking about it so hard? It's a kid's game. This game is for children and children only. You're not allowed to criticize a kid's game. You're thinking about it.
Again, what bottom of the barrel basement arguments are you... Guy who exclusively goes on Twitter to argue with Pokemon fans? You mean a notoriously bad fan base and a notoriously terrible website? I'm just like, 'cause remember, guys, you're talking to me. I'm a Pokemon Andy, okay? Like Mario comes second, Pokemon is on top, all right? And I've heard the whole it's a kids game thing, but anyone who I've ever had that conversation with is not worth talking about. What are we doing here? What are we talking about?
And children only. You're not allowed to criticize a kid's game. You're thinking about it way too hard. Now, I do need you to be old enough to remember this guy because I'm going to keep putting him in stuff. And I want you to remember him. And I want you to buy things. Remember Gen 1? Right? You're old enough to remember Gen 1.
I do remember Gen 1, yeah.
Buy it again and again and again. And again, and we're going to reboot it, and we're going to put this dude in everything. Please be old enough to remember this guy so that you can keep giving us money. But if you have an adult thought about the Pokemon, the way they look, the way they play, the way they act, I want you to remember that it's just a kid's game, and it's not supposed to be good, because kids don't deserve good games. Kids aren't supposed to have good, meaningful experiences with games that work properly. No, it's a kid's...
the glitches. Yeah, I was going to say, like, please be old enough to remember Charizard, but if you criticize it as a Pokemon game... But no, the problem with Gen 1 is they keep nostalgia pandering it to it. So like a whole new generation remembers Kanto. Like that's from a Game Freak, well, not from a Game Freak, but from a Pokemon company perspective, like Gen 1 pandering is perfect for them. It gets the unks like me on side, and it makes Gen 1 it gives Gen 1 a view into a new generation. So then like when Gen Alpha or like Gen Bravo is like getting into Pokemon, and you do Kanto nostalgia slop again, the millennials have seen it because they grew up with it. The Zoomers have seen it because you kept pandering it to them again. And now you're getting Gen Bravo into it as well. And then when Gen Delta comes along, again, Charizard works because the Boomers are 1 foot in the grave, so they don't count. But the Zoomies love it, and then Gen Alpha loves it too. So crazy work, brother. Your argumentation falls flat when you're talking to a normal human being. Shocker how that works, isn't it?
Game, so nothing counts, nothing matters. I am above criticism. It's just for children.
are the glitches not a valid criticism? I need you to point to me one person that unironically defended the state of SV at launch. That isn't just some guy on Twitter. No one with a pulse was defending this. I'm not talking like no damn dirty clanker. I love Scarlet and Violet. I'm never defending this, okay? No one is. So it's a fake argument.
It counts. Nothing matters. I am above criticism. It's just for children, except for you when I want you to be old enough to remember so that you can give me the money. Remember that you love this dude so much. Don't remember that you could ride Pokemon, do tricks, had a bunch of gimmicks that have been taken out generation after generation after generation.
This guy's a moron. This guy's a fucking moron. Oh my god. Okay, guys. Musty, what's up? Okay, I'm gonna give you a script. Okay. Oh, you're gonna be okay. So let me get it straight. I'm playing an Unk Pokemon fan that misses some of the old gimmicks that Game Freak used to have but don't have anymore. That's correct. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Man, do you know what I miss? I miss like stuff like the Pokeathlon and the bug catching contest and the Bass Frontier. And I like the Dex Nav in Omega Ruby. That was good. The Dex, you could get like egg moves as well if you like chain something as well. That was really good. So then like that's what I would do. I would say those are like the starring things you could put forward if you're doing the whole I miss this gimmick from this gen. Mega Evolution was there too, but obviously Mega Evolution came back. His one, gamers. This guy's, remember this video he crafted, 7 minutes. 7 minutes of boom. Yeah, let's get in there. His one is, let's have a look.
Dude, so much. Don't remember that you could ride Pokemon.
Ride Pokemon from Gen 6. Was it cool? Yeah, but like, I'm not getting up out of bed for like half a route where you could ride a Rhydon or like a Mamoswine or like the other ones. Like I've heard this usually comes up in some conversations. I'm like, Rhydon, like riding all the riding segments. What probably? Oh, that's kind of cool. It's like, yeah, it's kind of cool, but that's kind of it, really. Also, you have Miraidon, yeah.
Do tricks.
And then he says, do tricks. Ah, yes. Do you remember the one area in the game you could ride the Skiddo? Just to clarify, this is the one area. I just want to clarify, guys. This guy thinks you're a moron, by the way. This is the one area you can ride a Skiddo. And that's it. The moment you leave this route, you can't ride this Pokemon anymore. It's just a fun, which I think begs the question of why couldn't you just ride a Skiddo the whole game? That would have been cool. Why couldn't you ride one in like Lumio City? There was a bunch of them like around, I think. That would have been quite cool. That would have been a cool way to navigate Lumio City. But no, they just give it to you in one round and that was it.
Had a bunch of gimmicks that have been taken out generation after generation.
And then of course it's Z, and then it's Z moves, like the gimmick that tends to like be thought of the least fondly out of all of them, I'd say. I think Dynamax does. But like this one, like it's not, I've not seen a lot of people clamoring for Z moves to return. I like Z moves as a clarifier. I've not really seen a lot of shouts for Z moves, not yet. Maybe soon. And then he does the Mega Evolution, which just to clarify, they're back. They're back already. This was in May 2026? This is this month? No, they're back. Mo, did you miss the memo? They're back. Mega Evolution's back. They're back and literally back and better than ever. What do you mean?
For generation after generation. No. I don't want you to remember.
Triple battles? My problem with triple battles is that I wish I missed them. I wish Gen 5 actually made good use of triple battles. But like, I barely know how they work. Like, I know, for example, Squirtle can only really attack these two. The middle Pokemon can attack all of these, but like also can be attacked by all of those. Like, they just didn't really use them. What was it, that Charles guy? Like, I'm a heartbreaker, my name is Charles. That was it. Rotation battles were more fun, but they just never used them. In fact, that's my issue with these. I don't miss them, not because they weren't cool, but because they weren't used.
No. I don't want you to remember that part. I want you to remember that the dragon is cool, even though he's not a dragon, because dragons are a type, even though taxonomically there are things that are just a dragon, because body and type are different, unless they're not. I don't want you to think about that, though.
Okay, so this guy is a moron, chat. This guy is a moron. Like, would it have been cool if Charizard was Fire Dragon? Yes, but like, we had this debate like 10 years ago. Like, I'm sure you could find like memes on like 9gag that were like, is a dragon, shows a picture of Kingdra. Is a dragon, shows a picture of like Vibrava. Is not a dragon, Charizard. And it's like, but they kind of did that with Mega Charizard. It's old. It's literally as old as Gen 1. It really is.
Don't think about the science in the science fiction game, because it's magic, except for when I want you to do science, when I want you to go on a zoological expedition. Please stop thinking about the game. I just want you to think about the game enough to give me the money, but not enough to question me. Why are you asking questions? It's just...
But like, here's the thing, though. The questions you're asking are dog shit. That's the problem. That's why this is so cathartically terrible. I don't mind the idea. Like, yeah, I think there's a big conversation to be had around Game Freak's like kind of policy, quote unquote, of like, oh, here's a cool thing, by the way. And it's like, oh, you mean that is kind of cool. Are you gonna bring that to the net? Oh, you're not. Oh, because we want each gen to feel special, so we're gonna leave this here. It's like, okay, sure. I would have loved it if maybe more games could have the bug catching contest, or like the Pokeathlon, or the Battle Frontier, or the like that would be a cool thing to think about. But we're just not, I guess.
Kids game. Hey, are you old enough?
And this would work if it was funny, but like again, this feels like a video that came out in 2013, or even like 2019, on like post Sword and Shield, but like it was like big to hit on Pokemon again. That's what this video feels like. It's 6 years too late.
Remember this? Do you have $70, $80, $90? Do you remember when these games were complete? Well, stop bringing that up. It's just a kid's game.
Oh, and he's doing. Oh no, he's doing.
Do you remember when these games were complete?
Oh, oh no, he's unking. Oh, he's unking. Oh fuck my shot life. He's doing the Gaurav the Rage thing, guys. He's doing the Gaurav the Rage thing. Where it's like, he'd rather a third version instead of just DLC, that you don't have to buy it. Oh, no. Oh, this is so old. This is like, again, this feels like 6 years old. Oh, this is so boring. This is like a shitty Pokemon Arguments highlight reel. Oh.
Well, stop bringing that up. It's just a kid's game.
Like, SV is more complete. Scarlet Violet are more complete than Ruby Sapphire, Diamond and Pearl. But then obviously, you know...
Why are you thinking about it so much? You're thinking about this entirely too much. You're making it deeper than it needs to be. Now, I do need it...
I think the problem is you're not thinking enough. I think your processing is a bit slow, brother. I'll be honest with you. You're having to like emphasize the word think to like remind yourself that you need to think more.
Deep enough that it sort of brings up this emotion out of you, this deep love and longing for the time you had with me when you were a child, right? Do you remember that? Do you remember that feeling?
I do remember that. I do remember that. I remember that like when I was a kid on the Game Boy, obviously when lights were out and I had to sleep, I would like put my back against the window in my room, and the street lights outside would light up my Game Boy and like play it. And like I'd get like I played so much of the game. Yeah, like that. I was like, yeah, backlight, no backlights ain't gonna stop me, bitch. Yeah.
Deep enough that feeling gets you to give me money. I do need it that deep, but not deep enough for you to ask questions. I need it deep enough for you to give me $70, $80, $90, $100 at a time. For DLC.
Just say you're broke. Just say you're broke, brokey. Your bank account has cobwebs. Mine have got dollar signs, baby. I've got cha-ching. I've got moolah. And I'm welcome to give it to Game Freak, baby. Game Freak are money maxing. I love giving my money to corporations. I love capitalism, baby. And Game Freak are the ones winning it. And you're just jealous. You're jealous that you're a baby who loses. And no one wants to give you money. Who wants to give money? Media money. We need to give money to Sam Musty so I can give it to Game Freak. Yes. Until next time.
That
what I'm talking about, baby. That's what it's all about. Let's go. You see that, Mo? You see that? Matthew gave me 5 gifters to dunk on you specifically, because I'm going to use that to buy Pokemon and Pokemon-related properties. How does that make it? Tell me, how good does it feel? Champions of Game Freak, you'll never sing that. You'll never sing that. You'll never sing that. Champions of Game Freak, you'll never sing that. Let's fucking go, baby. Matthew Smart with 5 gifters coming in. To who are getting them today? We got Jonah the Hand. We got Aegis, Agent Wario, Moroniver Square, and Skeleton Hearts. You guys better say thank you to Matthew and subscribe to his channel as well, because he makes good videos sometimes, except when he doesn't. But we don't talk about those. You can subscribe now. Also subscribe to Jacob. Jacob's got the big money, the big bucks. Every time he comes to the stream, he gives the membership for fun. So this is the 6. He's given me 6 so far today. It's crazy how that works. You got GG Ellis. You got Will Orr. We got Loud House Mario Gaming. I love Loud House Mario Gaming, because he literally whispers in my ear every morning, Musty, you have not given enough shareholder value to the Pokemon Company International, and it reminds me to buy more Pokemon related properties, and I love him for that. Small little man, anything but, baby. And 60 sweep. Do you know what? 60 more years of Game Freak supremacy. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what it's all about. And not to be outdone, Ross Joseph, a guy with 2 first names, decides to give another 5 as well. Because Lord knows, he knows how much I love Game Freak, baby. We got Hunter Sher, Uranium Exposure, which is something that he has, am I right? What the fuck? We got Rousey Awuga. Can't say I feel the same way about Rousey. But Tori, on the other hand, hey, let's say if Sans didn't dance with her, I certainly would. We got Pokemon Goldmine, which is what this video is, and Sacha Antoine. Voulez-vous français, gamers? Amazing stuff. Thank yous if you got it. Oh, dang it if you didn't. And until next time, gamers. Game Freak supremacy, baby.
It was done before I released the game, right? It was done already. I could have put it a part of the base, $80, $90, $100 at a time for DLC that was done before I released the game, right? It was done already. I could have put it a part of the base game, but I'm not going to.
Okay, but like, what? So like, because they were done with it, does that mean they? Okay, so here's the thing I don't understand. It's like, would it have been nice for them to? Firstly, you don't know that for sure. Firstly, we don't know that for sure. They could have still been like polishing it up when the original game came out. And secondly, like, do they have to? Like, they spent money to like develop the game. So are developers not entitled to the to the cut of their jib? Are they not entitled to the sweat of their brow? Is that what we're getting at now? Yeah, sure, it's like a $1 billion company, but people worked on it, and if they want to sell it to you for money, then sure. It's the reason why, like, I'm more annoyed at the principle of them re-releasing Fire and Leaf Green very lazily. Not because they're offering it to people at a price. It's just how lazy they were. They can do, if people want to buy, if you want to spend $20 to play them on Switch, then fucking do it. But like, I just didn't like how lazy they were. In the same way that I don't mind that they charged money for something that they developed. It's more so the DLC was just kind of, that's my issue. It's not that they could have added it in. It was just kind of like, lame. It was good, but it wasn't stellar. Especially when they were charging $30 for it as well. Be on the pricey side. They should have made it a bit better, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, a decade ago they would have sold the same game again. Like, yeah, that's what I don't get. Like, would you rather $30 DLC that you don't have to buy, which, bearing in mind, I don't recommend you buy Mega Dimensions unless you really, really like the game, like I did. You could just play the base game and I think you got the complete experience. But that's amazing how that works, isn't it? Let's say, for example, you played PLZ and they released PLZA DX. Now it's like, well, now I have to play the whole game again to see if, like, this is the definitive version. But now it's DLC that you can just not buy. And yeah, I'd say don't buy the Mega Dimensions unless you really, really, really want to. You should buy the Treasures of Area Zero, though. That is really good. I like that. People love to make the exception for Pokemon because that label and it's getting old. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't understand it. It makes no sense. Criticize the DLC for how it is, not for The fact that they're charging. If Sword and Shield came out a decade ago, we would have gotten Pokemon Spear and all the content a year after the original release. Literally, like that's the thing with this argument that I don't understand, is that it sounds like a normal argument until you think about it for 2 seconds. Because yeah, we used to get third versions, and it's like, well, now they're charging us DLC. Can you believe that? So yeah, but do you want to play the same game again? Because I don't want to do the same game again. But see, how would you have tackled this when NSO exists? Legit asking. Just put it on there, but disable save states. Aren't there games that like don't have save states and rewinds enabled on the NSO service? If I'm not mistaken, that's a thing that they could do, right? So them charging for Fire and Leaf Green was like not necessary, because they can do that. They can just disable it. No, hang on the DS version they did. On the DS version, on the 3DS Virtual Console things, they disabled save states on them. So who's to say they couldn't disable save states on Pokemon specifically? They could do that. GCN doesn't have rewind. Yeah, like they could easily disable save states and rewinds on it, because they did on the 3DS. If you're telling me they can't add save states and rewinds on the Switch, I don't know what to tell you, buddy. But they decided to just charge us money because they could get away with it.
And if you think about
sorry,
the
back to this
game,
video.
right? It was done already. I could have put it a part of the base game, but I'm not going to. And if you think about that, you're thinking about it too much, and you're making it deeper than it needs to be. But I do need it that deep that you give me the money, though. Right?
See, do you know what it is, Mo? I get sad every day that Scarlet and Violet narrowly missed out on Pokemon Red and Blue. I'm gonna be honest. I'm just... Man, just 4 more million guys, please, can we all go out and buy a copy of SV? I want it to overtake the original, guys. Come on, please, guys, please. I want the line to go up. Please, guys, please.
Right? Deep enough that I benefit, not deep enough for you to ask questions. Again, I hate the questions. I hate the thoughts. Remember, you gotta catch them.
Oh shit, is this a glitch? I'd love if this glitch happened to me.
Oh, except nuh-uh. No. No, you can't. No. No. Buy them in a DLC. We were able to put more on the Nintendo 3DS than we could on the home console.
Oh, it's a fucking Brexit, Andy. Oh my god. I'll call it Brexit. It's a Dexit. Oh, it's so boring. Remember, guys, this video came out in like 2026, by the way. This guy is so old. We're really living in a simulation of 2019, aren't we? Literally, all he had to do was just be like, I have more respect for this guy if he literally just came out and went, oh, hey guys, my name's Mo. And do you know what makes me sad cry every day? It's that the only game that my favorite Pokemon has been in, my favorite Pokemon was Huntail, and the only game I was in was BDSP. It makes me sad. I can't use my favorite Huntail in any other Pokemon game. Get a new favorite Pokemon then. I don't know what to tell you. Still mad about Dexit. Find a new Pokemon. You'll be alright.
The first time we did it, but that's okay because you can buy the things back that you already had later. Please remember. Please remember enough to give me money. Not enough to ask me questions. I don't like the questions.
The worst part is this isn't even like good satire. He's just doing the same bit over and over and over again. Where like he makes a complaint and goes, oh, but don't ask questions. It's like, this bit could work if it was like a 2-3 minute video, but like it's kind of like at 4 minutes in, like I'm getting old. I'll be real with you, broski. This bit's getting old of like, you say something and they say, oh, but don't ask that.
You and the questions and the thoughts. The fans hate it. They hate it when you think. They're gonna hate you for thinking, even though your thoughts might be.
Deserve for dropping one in the series that gets milked like a cow. You should have known better. Then one of y'all would have tapped my credit rate for not critiquing a franchise I don't play. There's no winning with it. He's getting, oh my god, kill me. Bruv, you're getting more. Gamers, remember, if you think that your YouTube channel is not going anywhere, or like you feel like you're bad enough, remember, this guy got mugged by 43 Noah and showcased that to 36,000 people for free. This guy has a humiliation kink. Are you kidding me? He got ratioed as well. He got ratioed. And man, I don't see a like on your comment. Mo, what happened? You got ratioed by 43 Noah, and you make this whole video to make up for it. Embarrassing.
Benefit them. Maybe it would behoove them to
take off your grandma's bonnet first, and then we can talk. Oh! Oh, buddy, what is happening? You're getting cooked in the quote trees, broski. What is happening? You're getting sauteed, mate. And what, you're just posting it for us to enjoy? This is okay. I like this video now, chat. I like this video now.
To not buy
Show
this
us more.
to
Show us
hold back,
more.
to have a conversation about voting with their wallets, but they're not going to
show
do
us.
that. They're going to get mad.
It's fine, dude. Not everyone gonna appreciate designs more complex than rock with arms and ball with two men. 66, like, bruv, this isn't even a new car. 3 years ago, you were hot. This guy was traumatized by @NoRock_ 3 years ago. I'm in shambles. Oh my fucking god. I'm in bits. This has been a video 3 years in the making. Jesus Christ, I'm dying, bro.
Mad at you because they're going to feel like you're telling them what to do, even though all you've done is make a suggestion
I don't
that
get.
they
Show me another
consider
comment.
what happens
Show
when
me
a
another
market
comment.
pays for things that they complain about anyway,
Show me the
knowing that
comment.
we're going to do that to them because this is all
You're not
they
gonna
have.
show me another comment?
This is all they've connected with. They identify
boring.
with this brand, with this franchise, with these characters.
Yes, I love this. I love. Tag yourself, guys. Which one is you? I am definitely this person at the back here. You see this person at the back here? That's definitely me. That's 100% me. That's me. I think this is Matthew. This is definitely giving Scully, 100%. This person is Sponge right here, where they're like happy to be here, but like their face, they happen to just be putting a neutral face when the camera was taken. 100% this guy is Morkin. I don't know if he's in the chat today, but this is giving Morkin energy. This is 100% Grunkle. Grunkle just seems like a guy that have a beaming good smile, honestly. This person is Susie. Like, they're happy to be here, but I have no idea what's going on. Well, who else? This person is Pendoodle, where they're just kind of smiling and they're like, I know I'm here. I know I'm here right now. Who would I be? You're that guy at the back. You see this guy just there? That guy at the back? Again, we didn't tell you we were taking a picture, so like it caught you on a bad frame. That's totally you. Awesome Zom, that's you as well. Like, you're happy, but you saw something off screen. You saw like a God of War cosplay off screen, and we're like, what's the context of this? This just seems like a convention that people just took a nice picture at. He's doing the classic thing of he took a picture of some random people and just shitting on them for no reason. Which I'm honest, this is just like one of the most embarrassing things you could do on a video. Wasn't it like Original Paradigms that did that as well? Where like he was making shit points, but it was kind of like peppered with, I'm just going to show random TikToks. And I'm just like, well, you're just showing a random picture. I don't know who these people are. Why don't they, like, you're saying what a bunch of sheep as you're like sitting there alone and bored. Every person in this picture is probably having way more fun than you. I know I'd rather be them.
It is that deep, but not that deep when you have a criticism. It's only deep when you love me. It's never deep when you don't. The game does.
You know the worst part is, like, part of me sympathizes with this guy because, like, the Pokemon fandom has obviously driven him so insane that he decided to embarrass himself for 36,000 people on the internet. But like, if you're not smart enough to inoculate yourself for these conversations, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, I love how crazy the Pokemon fandom is because like I'm able to navigate this fandom, and I'm so lucky that I can have like normal conversations with a bunch of the Pokemon fans in my chat, like Large Toasty. I got like El Rabbit, Awesome Zone. There's a bunch of Pokemon Andes in my community that I love. When I stream on Power, I can like I can have some really engaging conversations. I love it when I talk about Pokemon with you guys so much. But like, this guy's like the bad ending. This is literally the bad ending of what happens when you've had no one in your life you can talk about Pokemon like a slightly deeper level with. Because like, while this guy is like whinging about Charizard for like 3 minutes of this runtime, I'm out here going, hey guys, what's your favorite like NPC dialogue in PLZA? I'm having much more fun conversations, man. Because that game did have some good writing chops.
Doesn't have to be good. It doesn't even have to be finished. Give me your money. Consume. We
How predictable is your video when I can just
hate you.
Can I has about fuck that one sucked.
They hate you. I'm not the problem.
Hang on, where is it? Where's the hang on, where is it? Let's go back.
Consume. Give me your money. Consume.
Oh shit!
We hate you.
One last time, guys. One last time. I'll get it ready, okay?
Game doesn't have to be good. It doesn't even have to be finished. Give me your money. Consume. We hate you. They hate you. I'm not the problem. They're not the problem. You are, because you made it deep, and it's not that deep. Dude, it's not that deep. Except for when it is.
Oh,
when
man.
I want you to remember me, enough to love me. Not enough to ask questions.
Again, I don't know. I feel so bad for this guy.
I don't like the questions. Consume. You miss being 5. You miss this. Remember?
You missed this. This is just a random The worst part, do you know the shocking part about this video is? It's not even pointed in the slightest. That's what makes this so utterly, like, inane, right? If you were making a critique about how, like, Pokemon sells nostalgia to you, I feel like you could... I disagree. I disagree in a sense. I'd agree... both agree and disagree. That's how that works. I feel like you could present this argument in such a much more interesting way. But, like, he's opted not to. And then, obviously, he's gone for... You could say, oh, he's gone for the humor thing. It's not even funny, neither. You know what I mean? You missed this in a screenshot I've never seen in my life. If it was like you missed this, and it was a video of a kid in the back of, like, his parents' car... like playing Game Boy, that would be like, at least it's pointed. Because I feel like most like Americans especially probably have like a memory of like long road trip, got the Game Boy Color, like, yeah, you know, that could work. You're talking to an Unk, a Pokemon Unk. I don't know what this is. I have no idea what this is. You could have shown me that like one Pokemon ad where it's that like bus driver, you know, bus driver ads where like he's kind of like going crazy. Because I've seen that ad. It was never on TV because it was an American ad, but like everyone's seen that ad. You know, when you're talking about the thing, right? Where is it? Bus driver ad. I think everyone's seen it. Is this one? Like you could have shown this.
Hey, little buddy, want a ride? Yeah, whatever.
It's a classic. Everyone knows what that is.
I'll be right back.
Where can you catch all 150 Pokemon? On your Game Boy, that's where. Pokemon for Game Boy is here. With both packs, you can catch them all. Games and systems sold separately.
You could have shown this fucking fuck-ass guy, but you opted not to. That could have worked. Oh, man. But no, what is this? I don't get it. I got Dono came in, didn't it? Pokemon abuse. Oh, I'll vote if you want to end Pokemon torture, guys.
Boring, Unk and nostalgia poisoned. Bro is doomed.
He's so doomed, isn't he? And the worst part is you're going to tell me he's like only like 23 or something. That'd be the killing blow of this. Because if this guy is like 31 or something like that, I'm like embarrassing, but I'm like, you know, fair. Watch this guy be like 23 or something. I'm like, no.
Remember this. Not what didn't work. Not what you've lost. Not what I've taken from.
This isn't a parody. No, it's not. I don't think it. I'll be honest. I don't think it is. If it was, I don't think he would show. What was it? I don't think he would embarrass himself by showing. What was the comment? I don't think he would have shown this comment here. Where is it? This one. You don't show a comment like this when it's a parody. I don't think you do. 1 month ago. He's been holding that comment for like a month.
Work. Not what you've lost. Not what I've taken from you. Generation after generation after generation. Don't remember that. Don't remember that I used to respect you. That I used to challenge you. That I thought you were capable. And now I've given you an out.
Oh, what a fuck. Oh, this guy's a moron. I keep forgetting how much of a moron this guy is. He's referring to the Braille in Gen 3. You know that very thing you could decode if you had the instruction booklet? It wasn't even a puzzle. You'd see this and refer to the instruction booklet, and then you get a translation. Like I don't think it's a good puzzle when you need like outside media that you might not even have. Because I never had. I bought mine secondhand, so I didn't even have the instruction booklet. So I never figured out what this was. By the way, I had to like ask friends in the playground. So I'm just like, yeah. Nowadays you just look this shit up. So either you had the instruction booklet, in which you didn't, you could naturally translate Braille, which I guess if you're blind, then sure, or you just look it up in the modern day. This isn't a good puzzle at all. Why would you refer to this? Yeah, they were kind of cool in like giving the Reggies a bit more lore, but it's not anti-used with game protection. Literally, yeah, crazy how that works. 1984.
Our tutorial because I don't think you can anymore. I don't think you can anymore.
And again, you could make a compelling argument with like Game Freak being a bit too handholdy. Yeah, I think even older fans would agree with you. Absolutely. Making a bad argument though.
And I'm glad you can't because you'll keep giving me money. I'm glad you're like this, that you don't think, that you don't read between the lines, that you can't solve a puzzle anymore. I love that. That's the best thing about you. Stop thinking. I hate it when you think. Please remember enough to give me money. Let it be that deep. So deep that you identify your entire childhood with me. Enough to give me even more of your money, but not enough to disagree. I don't like it.
Guys, remember, like me enough to give me super chats, but not enough to say, Muster, you're too mean. Remember that, chat, okay? Remember, chat, are you remembering? Are you remembering? You better do. If this GIF isn't working, hang on, here we are. Oh, this one. Oh, there we go. You guys, yeah. Oh, that's more like it. That's more like it, eh, guys? Yeah. Is it working? It's working. It's working, isn't it? It's working. Yes.
And you think I'm Game Freak. I need you to remember. Not that much, though. Not that much.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's how Game Freak sounds to me.
They fucking sound schizophrenic as shit. What the fuck? What do you mean, broski? I don't know what to say. Is this the outro now?
If you like the video, please consider subscribing to my
I did not. This was bad, bro. This was terrible.
channel and checking out my Patreon.
He has a Patreon. Yeah, guys, we were doomed. We were doomed from the fucking outset. No, we should have checked. Oh man, I'm so sorry I made you guys watch this. I'm actually so sorry. Do you know, as an apology, I'm gonna gift 5 memberships. How about that? I'm actually so sorry, guys. I'm actually so sorry. I'm gonna gift 5 memberships. I'm gonna do my part for the community. As an apology, okay? Who ended up getting it? My apology memberships. CJ London, XX Blade 17, Lockland, Dotflow, and Milk 74180. I like Milk, very warm as well. Big fan of that. Thanks if you got it. Oh, thanks if you didn't. Until next time. Sayonara, and I'm sorry, guys. We're really sorry.
That's especially.
I didn't want to have to make this video, guys, but I made a calamitous error. I didn't check if somebody that I watched was a Patreon person. I know that they've had a very low win rate, so I should have checked, but I wish I could do better, and I should be doing better, honestly. And I'm really sorry, guys. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry, guy. I'm just so sorry. I'm so sorry, guys.
Important because YouTube does not pay me no matter how many million.
Not enough. Hang on, one sec. Not enough dog. I'll fix that. Hang on, I'll fix that. Real quick. Let's see if I can. Where's the site? Hang on. Okay, I'll take 2, guys. Take 2. I see that you guys didn't like apology number 1. I will try again. Okay, we will try again in just 1 second. Where's the sad Rosaline? Give me a second. Okay, I didn't do that one properly. I'm gonna do it again. Okay, guys. Okay, there we go. We got this. Boom, right there. Okay, and then what's that? And then we got. Come on, is this it? Here we go. Okay, then we got that ready. And that 10% more dog. There we go. And then we... Ooh, now the dog's facing me. Now the dog's there we go. That's more like it. And then we got... Where is it? And then we got the... Ooh, okay, now I'm cooking. Now we're cooking with gas. The dog waking feet. Yeah, he's facing me. So it's like, I don't know how... Yeah, here we go. And then... there we go, Gibbs. There we go. Oh, perfect. There we go. So now I can... I didn't want to have to make this video, guys, but I made a calamitous error. I reacted to a video and I didn't check if they were a Patreon person. And as a result, everyone unsubscribed and unfollowed me. I just wanted to ask you guys to resubscribe because the number going down hurts my feelings. And I'm really sorry, okay? I'm really sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. This will never happen again, and I can promise you, I will do better. Thank you, gamers. And then I have to do that thing where I go up and turn off the camera myself. Be like very performative. There we go. That's perfect, gamers. That's perfect. Cut, print, put it on Hollywood, baby. There we go. There we go. Now we're in. Oh, wait. Fuck, sorry. I at least you wanted to do anything but watch the rest of this. Hang on. Did he say the thing I thought he said?
If you liked the video, please consider subscribing to my channel and checking out my Patreon. That's especially important because YouTube does not pay me no matter how many millions of views I get. They just don't care and they're not paying for anything.
What? How? What do you think? What? How does... what do you mean? What, YouTube hates you specifically? What do you mean? We need to bring back gatekeeping? Okay, what's this?
Hey, did you finish the new Pokemon game? Nah, I stopped playing about halfway through. I kind of lost interest.
Why'd you stop?
Okay, I understand why he got the bonnet comment, gamers. there's the bonnet that he was wearing. Okay, I see where it came from. Pokemon Legends Z8 is bad.
Hey, I made a new Pokemon game.
Okay, what? Oh, let's have a look and see if we can find anything here. Hang on, let's see if we can find the mean people. I don't really see a lot of mean people here. I'm seeing a lot of people that agree with you. So you deliberately sought out what? Like, how many people? The one guy that said your bonnet, you're getting your bonnet in a twist or whatever it was? Because everyone here seems to be very agree with you. It was like, what, 3? And one was like from 3 years ago? What? I was going into this comment section expecting people to be mean to him. Like, I hate Pokemon, makes Pokemon slop content. Many such cases. It happens all the time. I don't think anyone's... I love your rant. People be... Okay, that makes that all the more confusing then. Fucking hell. All right, sure. Okay, what's the patron looking like, huh? Oh, good heavens. Oh, good heavens. So first he lies about YouTube not paying him, and he's getting how much for Pokemon slop? 10? Good lord, and they call me reaction slop, eh? Jesus Christ. YouTube don't pay. What is this? Hang on, I'm confused. Content creation is really bad right now. Patreon. Okay, I'm curious. I might have to watch this in my own time. I'm kind of confused. Why does it not pay? Like, he might have a legitimate reason, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm just like, unless you're demonetized on everything, I don't know. Crazy work. Crazy. Can we get more Doom? Can we get more Doom, guys? Can we get more Doom posting? Venmo, bro. Venmo or Cash App, yeah. Is that the meta now? You guys send me stuff on Cash App. Guys, add me on Cash App. So you hang on. What's happened? So you got Patreon, and that's not enough. So you got people to Venmo or Cash App you? I mean, double dipping is one hell of a crime, broski. What? What, you're gonna have a Ko-Fi and a buy me a coffee as well? What? Like, that's a bit much, isn't it? That's a bit much. I gotta be honest. That's a bit much, you know? Like, I can understand maybe one of those, but like two? I'm just like, bit greedy. And you accuse Game Freak of greed, huh? Fuck it. And the worst part is, right? No disrespect. This video is shit, let's be real. But no disrespect intended for your whole channel. Like, does what you do take that long? Like I don't see any live streams. It doesn't look like you're doing live streams. All my links. I'm kind of curious now. Like I'm kind of sickened but curious. So he's got Max and Ho. Okay, so what? So he's got another channel here. That's like a once a month type beat. So he's got 6 videos on it. Okay. He's got a Twitch. Okay. That he hasn't streamed to in 4 years. Because like I'm just looking at this as a content creator myself and going, oh, you last streamed 2 months ago. There's only one public VOD there, but it says 2 months ago, just for context. So like you're relatively inactive on like most accounts I can see on all my links. You got a channel that's relatively inactive in this one. And then this channel that you have, I'm not seeing like a crazy level of content where I'm... If it is part-time, I'll cash up. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I do this part-time, but it's like, just one is enough, I would say. And if your audience likes you, your audience likes you. So I'm just like, slow. Should we go back? I don't know. I'm kind of... I always get a bit sus when people go like, YouTube's not paying me or I need this. You know what I mean? I'm just always a bit like... What's your angle here, broski? So I'm just kind of like, interesting. Oh, yeah, listen, if the people want to buy, I guess. Jesus Christ. Telling the camera's hard. Hey, evidently it is, eh? Yeah, it's their money, I guess. It's a kid's game is the best excuse invented after my dog hit my own. No, but it is a kid's game, though. It is a kid's game, and you should treat it as such. Don't ask too many questions, okay? So many kids could be saved from Roblox if Pokemon Nintendo Game Freak locked in. Saved from Roblox? I'm sorry, I just love this imagery, like this imagery of like kids just like, no, Game Freak, no. And just like the dark specter that is Roblox going, I got you now, Tails. And they're just grabbing the kid and dragging it. And they're like clawing their way, tears in their eyes, snot on their nose. And the Game Freak just like turns away and then just walks away. Steal a brain rot for you, my child. It's like Dean Bristow's voice in Sonic Adventure 1, but the Tails version, when he does the Tails campaign. It's that voice. That's the voice I'm imagining of the dark Roblox specter. I've got you now. Steal a brain rot for everyone. It's the kids' game. You got $70. True, I have $70. Kids make a lot of money these days. What do you mean? This sounds like an abusive relationship. One where some guy from 3 years ago writes a shit comment and he remembers. That one. That abusive. Where's that image? It sounds like an abusive relationship. I always find it so weird when people like liken video games or liking a series to like an abusive relationship. And it's not like the imagery of like, it's not like the, what's the word I want to use? It's not the, like insensitiveness of using such imagery as in evoking like somebody getting like abused. That's not what upsets me. But it's just like I always just think of this image whenever it comes up, you know? That's what I think about. So when you say abusive relationship, I'm just like, not only is the imagery just really weird to compare liking a video game to like someone getting like beat with a belt, it's just this. Like, that's all it is. Like, what are we doing here? It's weird. I just find it weird. Like a bitter X, yeah, a bitter X is more apt. If someone said bitter X, I'm like, oh, okay. But when we say like abusive, it's like, no, not that, not that, that. There we are. Not a dog or the ukulele. That's what a great relationship looks like. You don't get it, guys. A big emotionally manipulate like company that doesn't know I exist. Loki, I don't think the Nintendo got Pokemon got enough smoke. Game Freak is only part of the puzzle. Nintendo is very famously hands-off unless proven otherwise. And I would say, yeah, Pokemon Company deserves a bit more slack as well, I'd say. Especially for the way they did game key cards for Pokemon Pokopia. You're a $1 billion company. You can avoid full game cards. What the fuck are you doing? It's embarrassing. Genuinely embarrassing. Yeah, I watched the video too. The slop-occasion of everything started with products for children. Thank you for bringing me to this realization. What, the realization you just made up? What do you mean? And the worst part is you didn't even write the word correctly. It's like slopification. What the hell is a slopocation? Is it a vacation in like a pigsty? The fuck is slopocation, broski? I don't want to visit there. The word is slop is slop. Now I'm gonna call it slop. True. This video itself is like slop. It's a self-feeding video. No, it's not. It's art. Fucking kid. That guy would get banned. I'd ban that guy. Why is it always a shy guy? Why the fuck is it always a shy guy? I don't understand you fucking shy guy Andes. I'm not out to here with you guys. And it's a fucking clippy as well. Mad. Someone said Pokemon fans are the Disney adult of gaming, and it hurts because it's true. It's always Disney adults with you people. Can't you just like... If anything, a Pokemon fan should be an insult in and of itself. Don't diss Shy Guy. Ooh, you like Shy Guy. That's why you want me to diss it. Fuck you, Cartman. Like, hang on. I'm sorry. The guy laughing is Cartman. Hey, don't diss my guy, Shy Guy. Eats Dorito while rubbing belly. Don't diss it. My best friend is Shy Guy. That's you. That's how you sound right now. Embarrassing. Only deep when you love. Shut up. I'll forever remember when Nintendo found out one of the game leakers got a review copy, so they stopped giving the game out to YouTubers. Then the YouTubers suddenly had a criticism about the games since they actually needed to buy them now. It was beautiful. What the Jesse? What the fuck are you talking about? What are you If this is true, I'd love to see evidence of this, but this is just fakeness until you prove. I don't believe you. It's not only watch game reviews anymore, it's all corporate jargon. No, it's not. No, it's not. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
I made the mimic. It was difficult.
Must make fun of people's interests.
That's got to be what it is, isn't it? At least the original Paradigms video was shit, but at the very least, he kind of like wore his interests on his sleeve, or on his feet, should we say. Like, he was out here going, Nintendo fans are all soy boys. Ignore the giant shoe collection. But like 9 times out of 10, these people will not talk about the things they're interested in either. That's what fucks with me. They're just so boring. They made their whole identity hating stuff, and it's like, I love it. I love the catharsis of a passion-laden rant about something that you don't like. But it's your whole identity. I'm just like...
I feel like I just heard a divorce hearing.
Who's gonna get Pikachu in the divorce? Who is it? Why do we need 2 versions of the game? Exclusive Pokemon trading? You can fit that in a single game. Well, that's a criticism of Pokemon you could have as a whole. Yeah, literally. It was always a bit of a money grab, you could say. Yeah, true. There's something deeply frustrating about seeing something you so needlessly degrade over time. I tend to avoid even looking at anything after the 3DS. Pokemon is so bad now. Crazy work. I feel like being a Digimon kid back in the day has saved me from being forever wrapped in a toxic relationship with my video game company. Toxic relationship? What is wrong with you people, bro? The worst part is, do you know what the worst part is, right? This, right? I was in a Pokemon Doomer phase. I was not nearly as dramatic as this. I was definitely like, fuck Sword and Shield. If the next game sucks, I'm out. But that was it. These people describe it as like in such gauche hoity-toity terms that I'm just like, you people are a simulation, man. I don't know what to say. You people aren't real. You're just automatons on a screen. And like, I just stopped playing the game. That's fine, yeah. Like, there's definitely been some trade-offs with like modern day Switch era Pokemon that I can 100% understand if you're not a fan of. My Ozzy wasn't a big fan of like the direction of modern Pokemon, and he stopped after like Oras. I was just like, yeah, I'm okay, thanks. The best way to enter this series is through fan art, and I mean that unironically. Wait, what the skibbity toilet? What do you mean that? Just the fan art, not even the fan games as well? Just the art? That's it? Not any of the ROM hacks? Not even like the challenge videos, not any of the Nuzlocke stuff? Well, what'd that mean? What'd that mean? I don't understand. Little sus on you, buddy. He's a Meowscarada fan. True! Oh man, I could make games like Beast of Reincarnation, but I'm not going to put that much effort into Pokemon because I know I don't have to. I can fill a box with decomposing excrement, and as long as I slap a Pikachu on a sticker on it, I know you'll buy it. I hope that's what Winds and Waves is. I'm going to be honest. Pokemon shit and Pokemon fart. I'll buy it. If you go through Pokemon ranking champions, you'll find that the kids are not there. The kids are not there, gamers. They are, trust me. This is a categorically a lie, and my source for this is my cousin. Like, I remember whenever I'd visit my uncle's house, I had like a cousin who was like, I haven't seen him for a couple of years actually, because he went to Somalia. But like about 4 or so years ago, I remember like visiting, and like he was like a Pokemon Showdown gremlin. He was like 11 at the time, by the way. Pokemon Showdown gremlin. Do you know how much of a gremlin he was? I was like playing a game. I'm like, okay, coach me through this game. This guy was like yapping stuff at me that I've never heard of before. Do you know the moment I realized that like I'm out of my depth here and this kid's actually legit? It's when I was like, shit, I think I need to switch out. I'm confused as I don't want to risk the 50-50 chance. And it was like, nah, Gen 7, they changed it. It's 25% chance to get hit by a confusion. I'm just like, since when? It's like, yeah, they changed it. Yeah. I was like, fuck, I didn't know that. When you get to the point where he's teaching me stuff, I'm like, fuck. I'm out of my depth here, broski. Saying, no, trust me, there are kids on here. There's levels to this. So I got clapped. Yeah, I got ruined. So that's when I'm like, yeah, nah, I'm out of my depth here, man. I'm just gonna go on Pokemon Showdown, click random battle, and that's what I'm gonna do. That's all I do now on Showdown whenever I want to play it. But I like Mr. Mime, dude. Okay, ban that guy. I hate. You know how much I hate this archetype of comment, right? Man, fuck this thing. But I like thing, Musty. The sad face, the sigh, the crying emoji, the 3 crying emojis. But fuck you. How about that? That's what I think about you for liking thing. How about that? How about that? It's not that deep. Bandwagon players aren't there anymore. Shut up, nerd. But Musty, I like Grumble. We're gonna shut up, nerd. How about that? How about that? Power blah. I love Pokemon, but I hate the Pokemon company. Love the sin, I hate the sin, right? True and real. Bro, it's insane how many corporate bootlickers instantly resort to the Goomba fallacy to defend the Pokemon company from every criticism. It drives me nuts. Do you know what would have been way better is if you actually showcased the people that made these arguments? Because like you didn't show me any, so I don't think they're real. They're not real. If you didn't show me, they are not real. They are not real. You're just fake. This sounds way more personal than I was expecting. Yeah, Pokemon's like an X for him. He's a lover scorned. That's what he is. Then he's picking a Pokemon. Hey Twilight, come get your man. Come get your man, okay? Are any like? Did he reply to anything? Okay, I have an adult thought about the thigh gap poke. What the fuck? Oh, god damn! No default. Sigh, what is it? Is that how people are sexualizing enslaved and bred animals in this passed off as for your what the fuck? Ref?
Oh, what about that? Send him off! Send the dirty get off! Get him off the field! That one down, Michael!
Ref. Yeah, I think I'm out of here. I'm out of here, gamers. I'm out of here. Why does people hate the green cat? Kangaroos also stand on 2 legs and no one hates them. It's furry bit like in Cinnamon or Low Pony. I'm leaving. I'm out. Chat, I'm out. I'm sorry. I'm out. If there's one dark, sordid corner of the Pokemon space that I don't like to think about, it's the ones where they lewd the Pokemon, because like that's just weird, man. I'm sorry. It's so weird. It's so weird. Try sorting by new. Is there anything fun here? I don't think we'll find. Oh, hey, what the? Hang on. What the fuck? Hang on. Why the fuck are there so many fucking freaks? What the fuck is happening here? What is happening? Why are there so many fucking gooners here? And I'm not talking about Arsenal. I'm not talking about Arsenal, guys. I'm not, no. Why are they so weird? Yeah, that person did it. Why is this so weird? Is there another one? Why are there so many clippies? Are you guys noticing as well? A reply? What was the reply? Oh, here it is. Oh, shit. A lot of people confuse Game Freak, the Pokemon, and Nintendo. Game Freak doesn't make decisions. They aren't even allowed to make decisions. It's Nintendo higher-ups. Can we stop slandering the devs who are underpaid and overworked? The Pokemon Company is owned by Game Freak Creatures Inc. Game Freak owns a third of the Pokemon Company. They don't answer the Pokemon Company. Game Freak is their boss. You're one of those people that's confused. Well, yeah, but like, the Game Freak, the devs, and Game Freak, the conglomeration of the Pokemon Company, they are 2 different groups of people. Like, you've well actually'd him when he brought up a decent point. Yeah, this guy's a moron. Because yeah, I don't think the devs at Game Freak are like, yes, let's make oodles of money. Let's see how many features we can remove before they figure it out. It's like, no, the devs are just like, yeah, I'm being crunched there and I don't like this. That's what it is. Stop talking shit about Ash's father like that. Did he do that? I'm gonna be honest, I kind of blanked out a lot of this video, I'll be honest. Well, are there any more freaks? Replace the Pokemon mentions and this is dead ass abuser dialogue. I think we're done here, gamers. I don't think I'm gonna find any more gems. That and also why are there so many clippies? Seriously, why? Guys, can you explain this to me? Why the fuck are there so many clippies? Why are there so many clippies? Make it stop! Please, no more clippies or I'm ending the stream. Please make it stop. Thank you, okay. I think we're safe. And fucking lord. Pokemon sucks big time now. God, I hate Pokemon. I hate fucking clippies. That's what I fucking hate. It's like every time people, isn't it? It's default Dans and Clippies. Default Dan, Clippy. Where is it? Clippy, default Dan. Clippy. Thank you for the morning.
The Clipocalypse has arrived.
Wait, no, please, no, not the Clipocalypse, no, please, default, no, default, no, Clippy, no. Why are there so many Clippies? Make it suck default. Surely we can go another default. Alright guys, Next one's gonna be a default. Okay. Another default. Come on. Fuck! Oh, okay, yeah, fuck this video. I'm out. I'm done. I'm done. Fuck you, nerd. Fuck you. How about that? How about that? How about that? Fuck you, Mo. I mean, that's not even a real name. No, the video's shit. In all seriousness, though, the video's terrible. Your arguments sound like they came straight from 2019. And that's not to say the arguments are still apt to this day, but just how tired and boring they are. And the ones you did mention that even I could agree with, you articulated them so poorly and with such little humor that I can't even seem to agree with them. So... and somehow you make $1,000 a month on Patreon? What a sick joke. What a sick joke indeed, but hey. That happens. Sometimes that's life. That's what all the people say. Flying high in April, shot down in May. I'm out of here, gamers. I shouldn't have streamed this long while I'm fucking exhausted. But hey, I think you got plenty of stream out of me. Next week, gamers, Palkia returns, okay? Palkia returns, and he's better than ever. Don't watch Pokemon Horizons. Meowscarada is present. You mean the Pokemon with the? You mean the Pokemon with the delicious Phi Gap? You mean that? You mean that Pokemon? You mean that Pokemon with the Phi Gap? Yeah, that one. Clippy default Guna. Clippy default. Oh my god. Unbelievable. Oh, pure goon slob. Real. Because you're watching horror as Pokemon Man is dragged into Fortnite. Give me an Upchungus, gamers. Give me an Upchungus. You're gonna play Yoshi? Do I have to play Yoshi, guys? I don't want to play Yoshi, guys, I'll be honest. Should we? I don't know. Alright, hang on, let me poll it. I'm gonna poll it. Reading for all of Mo's links. You're still watching the end of the video to only see a Patreon jump scare, literally. Thank you for the morning.
It's like unironically my third favorite Switch 2 game.
Is it? Okay, guys, if I'm gonna play Baby Yoshi game, we're gonna juxtapose it with okay, for every 2 hours of Yoshi, we have half an hour of Apex Legends, okay? I need to balance the babiness with a shoot 'em up bang bang game, okay? Me throwing my son out of imaginary plane because I found out Magneton made him gay. Good gift, good gift. Chat. Real, it's just gambling half the time. My ex-wife still misses me, but her aim is getting better. Oh my god. Fucking hell, bro. Fucking hell. No, this is gonna be a good Morsty thumbnail face. Guys, we found slop. Me when I find lost media and it's problematic media, guys. I'm going to gamers, I'm going. It's midnight. It's past my bedtime. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Are we doing tomorrow? Okay, I'm busy on Sunday. Sunday is the final day of the league. Big things are happening on Sunday. Saturday, I'll see. I'd say there's like a 10% chance of stream. 100% on Monday, okay? Monday we're back. Yoshi tomorrow. I don't want to play Yoshi, man. I'm going home.